Right. I'm so nervous, you guys.
All right.
A bit shy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Right. Hey,
Okay.
that's crazy.
I
I just turn into a stereotypical D&D player as soon as the camera goes on.
We're looking good on the stream. Everything's good to go. We do have a black screen for Thorn, but he should be joining us later in the evening. Gentlemen, welcome back to Nexus Pathfinder Session 17. Are we on 18 now?
That's crazy.
18.
Oh
Session
my
18.
goodness, it's Session 18.
Oof.
Happy you're here. We've had a couple sessions back to back, and it's been pretty awesome. To be honest with you, just being able to rip some old Sherathian adventures. We pick up where we left off with the introduction of Demo the Gorgeous. I'm wondering if I can turn on stream mode on my Discord. I accidentally turned it off, and now I'm getting notification sounds, which is not bueno. There we go.
Shoot, I forgot about Demo the Gorgeous. Shoot.
Demo the Gorgeous. This is where we left off. So, I'm not sure if we need a recap. We all know that
I remember what happened.
Raylan was possessed, and hopefully all ties have been brought back. But we pick it up. Hopefully, we'll have to see. We're gonna pick it right where we left off with Demo the Gorgeous. You guys see him as he's still kind of got his hands on his hips, towering over Torok quite mischievously, as he had just asked for you to find him love.
Well, that is not an easy thing to find you, isn't it?
Perhaps not, but you are bound to me by blood, friend.
What partner exactly are you seeking?
Oh, a romantical one, I suppose.
Do you have any particular characteristics you're looking for?
I think I'll leave that up to you, little one.
Very well. You might regret that.
What about your characteristics? What are your strengths that a potential mate might like?
Oh, a good question. An inquisitive halfling this one is. Well, as he looks down at his torso, it kind of peters out into like a wispy tail, and he says, I like long floats on the beach. And I enjoy getting wishes granted, that's for sure. I enjoy tight spaces as well, as he eyes the lantern sitting in Torok's hands.
Hey.
You like pina coladas.
Right. You know, Cora's full of interesting folks. I'm sure we can find somebody who likes tight spaces just as much as you do.
So, on the topic of curiosity, so what happens if we don't?
Oh, well, you'll all
Or if Torix does it.
Oh, no, you'll all die.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to do anything, Aurelian Godsworn. I would appreciate if you would help me, and also, you know, I'm not the best at finding partners, especially for myself after, you know, well, never mind, but I would appreciate the assistance. But I think that I'm the only one bound to this, being the one who rubbed the lamp. And you, Mr. Woolrot, where have you gone? You have to help me too.
As soon as you say that, he peeks out. Talking to me?
Don't you go hiding in your workshop.
I was
as
just
soon as you
stepping
leave
out
me
for a
rub the-
smoke, that's all.
Is that the case? Well, you should get back here then, because you need to help me find love for Mr. Demo the Gorgeous here.
Give me a minute.
And you should get a refund.
Did I pay?
He comes back out, and he says, Demo, sir. And the genie turns around and says, And as he looks at him, Woolrot has something in his hands and blows out a puff of dust on Demo, and he immediately sucks right back up into the lantern that Torik's holding. And he says, That won't hold him off for long, but it'll give you some breathing room. I'm really sorry, gentlemen. I didn't know he was a reverse genie.
Well, what do you expect we do now?
You don't have much time, but you do have some time. These Reverse genie requests usually need to be cashed in within the month, or else you might suffer some unfateful consequences. Oh, poor Gordon, as he scratches his beard.
Oh, what happened?
Wow.
Oh, no. So, have you given this to another person before us?
No, I never did this before. This is a true mistake. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well.
And as you guys are chatting, someone rushes through the door.
Oh,
Okay.
Merin! What
And-
brings you here?
You see his green cloak billowing behind him, and he's catching his breath and looks up. Aha! Gentlemen, it's so good to see you. I was just with Zayon. He told me you were in town.
My dear friend Merin Thaloren.
I have wood. I've been doing some more studying. Did you make it to the Waywood Archipelago?
Well,
Not as yet.
we was waylaid.
I see.
We had a run-in with a kraken, and then some orcs, and then a really big spider.
Ah,
And-
I'm sorry to hear that. I might be overspeaking here, but I did find some information that might be pertinent to your journeys.
Well, please do
Oh.
share if you're willing.
He pulls out of his cloak a large book, and it's the same copy of the Sherathian history book that Thonker, all those many months ago, had found and consumed himself with on the pages
cool.
specifically relating to Mount Myerst. But he flips over to about the middle of it, and you can glance on the top of the page, and it reads Astral Emissaries. And he says, I'm not sure how I missed this originally, but one of the emissaries was thought, at the very least, to have stopped by the Waywood Archipelago. He was a dwarf from Othron. As you know, the Astral Emissaries were from a hodgepodge of all sorts of people from the pretty people of Sherathia, and he was the dwarven emissary. That's all I have for you, I'm sorry, but I hope it might be of some use for you.
Thank you for sharing. We'll make that our next visit.
Hey, Merin, how's the village?
Well, I'd be lying if I said things were great. There was an uprising against these red brands that headed into town recently, but that's another matter. Doesn't pertain to you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
We've heard
Oh, good.
that name before, haven't we?
I heard some bastards were slinking around my house. I really must get back to tending to these. I've heard someone's rooting through my mail as well. Word
Oh.
travels quickly in the half-elf world, you know. It was good to see you, friends. Best of luck.
And you as well. Hey, get that mail sorted. Take care.
Hey, speaking of Thonker, has anybody seen him?
Oh, yeah.
He
There's
is
Thunker.
right there. Ha
Oh, hey! I rubbed the lamp
Whoa.
again, and there he is.
Have I been here the whole time?
Yes, we will say that you have, staring
Okay.
blankly off into the corner.
I'm still coming to.
That makes
yeah.
sense, considering who you are. Hey, what if I'm gonna stick my my lamp into my magic chest.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to summon the chest?
I would like to, yes.
Throw the spell into chat, please.
Oh, I don't actually canonically, like, I don't have the spell in game. It's a D&D.
Oh, you don't? Oh, sure. Okay. Torok flickers his fingers, and suddenly as he pulls out the little chest,
Full of
the little
sticks.
toy chest, immediately in the middle of the floor, a chest appears, and Woolrot goes, "Ooh!" and he focuses the lens over his eyes to get a closer view at it.
Interesting, isn't it? I traded something of great importance for it. I don't remember what, but anyways, I think it'll be handy to store this lamp in. Don't
Hey,
mind the
Torok.
sticks.
Are you planning to put if you're planning to put the lamp in there, what if the gorgeous guy gets out? I mean, we've got some things in there, you know.
We do have some fairly valuable cargo.
Do we want to introduce somebody into that storage?
Well, if you lot would recommend I don't, then of course I'm happy to keep it out.
I think Woolrot should be doing this. Like
I
Woolrot
agree.
could have the lamp. Am I the only one here? Like,
I mean, I feel like this is really more Woolrot's problem
Hey,
than ours.
Oh, I thought he was trying to get away.
Woolrot kind of feebles over and says, "Gentlemen, you know I'm a gnome of pure heart. I really am. And I would take this burden from you if I could, but it was he who rubbed the lantern. It is his blood that is bound to this ancient magic. I will do what I can to help, but unfortunately, I'm afraid to say, that wizard," as he points his little stubby finger towards Torok, "is the only one who may fulfill this request."
Well, I certainly trust that your intentions are pure, maybe more so than I should.
They are. They
Considering
really are, I
circumstances.
promise. I thought it was a gift.
Well, you gave him
I'd like
the
task command.
Woolrot.
Okay. What would you like to do? Put him prone?
No, I
Right.
want. No. I want Woolrot. I want to cast command on Woolrot,
Okay.
and I want him while we're gone to come up with a basically like the Bachelorette of women in town. And I want him to have all sorts of men and women and creatures and stuff for when we return.
I want some weird guys there. Maybe we could just ask him to do that.
You shout at Woolrot immediately, and as he does, the whole room goes still with Kevin's deep, commanding voice as he says, "I want the Cora Bachelorette." And Woolrot jumps back, afraid, and says, "Perhaps a filter of love might be a more effective option."
That's a good point, actually, but it would be quite fun to have a show, wouldn't it?
Does he have to do the will save, Woolrot?
He doesn't have a stat, so I'll make up a DC for him. He does not pass. That's
Oh.
Oh, and
by minus 12, shoot.
so I'll be fair since there's no like real will save here or anything. What I would impose or what I would request is that Woolrot, by the time we return in, we'll give it a few days, have eligible bachelors and bachelorettes ready to go to be on a Cora dating show, nonetheless.
He takes his hat, and it's folded from behind his head, and he flips the top forward, and does a bow, and says, "It shall be done," and scurries
Thank you.
off.
That is going to be a very exciting experience.
Hey,
Thank you, Woolrot.
Kevin.
And very good thinking. Yeah, I shouldn't be thanking him.
I mean, I feel like, that's probably more realistic than trying to invent Sherathian Tinder.
Yeah, right.
We
We need
invent
to
the
build an
internet.
app.
Also, let's be honest. Inventing Sherathian Tinder would be more of a would immediately catapult our party into evil status. So
Hey, is that the case?
That is true.
And let's face it, the hobbits would get an unfair amount of action.
That is
be
Absolutely.
With the
Oh,
Be
charisma
just
rolls
a
that they
disease
have.
Waiting for.
Yeah, for every swipe
Disease.
right, you have to roll for diplomacy.
That's funny.
Right.
Hey, that's actually a good point.
got to roll for Riz.
It's like you
Right.
get a... Okay, anyways.
Hey, so who's anybody gonna tell Torok or?
Is there something
No,
I don't
we're
know
just-
about?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if we can't find love for this guy,
It's gonna be you.
Oh,
you're
no.
it, buddy.
I mean, he's not foreign to interracial dating.
Wow.
Not that he knows that, but
The right. You know, you may want to get into some of these like shield of slipperinesses here, or
That's
so
crazy.
take a look at
I've got the-
Warwat's wonders.
I've got the salve here.
Well,
Yeah.
He's cut
I
as well.
would rather have it on me than not, I suppose.
prepare for the worst.
I'm saving it for something special. You might want to pick one up of your own.
That's fair. I shouldn't take
I mean,
your
yeah.
slipperiness.
Kevin, I suppose you do have the filter of love comes down to that, but
It'd be nice not to
Filter
have
of
to use
love.
it if
yeah.
that's necessary.
Yeah.
We're gonna use it on
But-
Torok, so he's
Yeah.
willing.
Yo, to make me enjoy it.
Oh,
That was
That's
my
great.
that was my gift to the new couple. So
From goblins to
reunited
genies
couple.
Toruk returns.
From what
Hard
genies?
Right? I'm glad you said that because I am trying to find filtered love.
Why are you talking about goblins, you guys? I have no recollection of what that could be about.
Oh, it's
Anyways,
nothing,
let's move on then.
That's not canon. That's not canon.
It's not in the here. I just
Oh,
made a
it-
custom item because it's from D&D.
Oh, okay.
I just dropped it in chat.
I'm sure there's
Awesome.
a love
Sam,
potion.
could you add that to my
Oh, you
inventory?
made that. Cool. Potion of disguise.
And then real quick while we're here, can you just like click and drag something to buy it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank
Maybe we
you.
can disguise. What's the genie's name? We can disguise him as a lovely dwarven maiden. If push comes to shove, I mean, your silence is unnerving.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Sampyrus. Sampyrus the All-Knowing. The potion of disguise, lesser. In Wilrot's Wonders, the creature is determined when the potion was created. What creature is the potion of disguise
Take appearance
for?
of a specific type of creature for type of creature is determined when the potion is created. For example, potion of elf disguise or frog. I don't know. That seems pretty ambiguous and up to player interpretation. I think probably I'll be your filter. If you say a dragon the size of a mountain, it's a no. If you want to say,
Right.
you know,
But if we're buying this potion, hasn't it already been created?
drinking
Or
potions
is
for-
it that we buy it and then he creates it for us?
Yeah,
to
I think that would be. It's a custom order.
Okay. Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, that's a good point.
You want to
Like,
be a
yeah.
goblin? You Toruk.
Well, maybe
Why
I'll
do
have to
you
be a
keep talking
genius.
about goblins about me. I don't. I've never looked.
Oh,
at a
look,
goblin
it's
the
our
wrong way.
log lost friend, Goop.
Loop.
Oh, I just feel like
I
that could
don't
be
pretend
so
to
good.
understand.
I'm just not sure what I'd want to be. Hey, what would you guys recommend I request with this potion of disguise?
Genie?
Aurelian is gonna step up to Raylan and he's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and he's gonna look him in the eye and he's gonna say, "The best thing you can be is yourself."
Aww.
Oh.
That is pretty gay.
Raylan kind of has to shake off any feelings that he's suddenly felt.
As
No, I
Raylan,
mean, like-
as Raylan shakes it off, his hairline kind of.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just hit him with that like every
I have
like,
to.
run this session.
Oh. I maybe I get a disguise as a halfling with a similar head of hair.
Wow. That's actually a funny idea. Surely you wouldn't need such a potion for that. It's very normal for hobbits of your age, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyways, I reckon we should be off.
All right,
be on our
where
way
are
to
we
the-
going?
To the Waywood Archipelago, I was thinking. By the way, I'm
Can
going to
we-
summon my chest if I'm not going to be using it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So we have a month for this bachelorette thing. I'm presuming we can get to the Waywood Archipelago, handle our business there, and return within that month.
If nothing
Otherwise,
goes
that
wrong.
would throw a bit of a wrench in the works if
we
could
really
not.
need to, we can find a lover while we're there.
If we really need to, Raylan can disguise himself as a genie.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
I mean,
I shouldn't have said it. No, it's dumb.
to be fair, the genie did not specify the duration of the love, right?
Love is eternal, isn't it, Calvin?
So
I-
no, you
So-
only have to spend a night
See-
with them.
Here,
is
yeah,
that
this is
how it
this is the thing, right?
Well, let's
is-
just do it right now then.
All we gotta
Let's
do,
get it over with.
right? This time we get to be the monkey's paw.
This guy, he doesn't have a lower body. What's he gonna do?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, I'm gonna find out.
Yeah,
I
you'll
reckon.
find out, I think.
Hey, what's this guy capable of?
Oh, maybe you're a
I-
bit curious now.
Hey, guys, guys, that's crazy.
Thonker is so cute.
You say it's crazy, but you don't say that it's wrong.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, so
How fun is that, Calvin?
hey, Thonker.
Yeah.
Hey, since you've been gone, I got you something.
Did you?
I got you
Hey,
3
Also-
canine teeth.
Thonker's looking past you, by the way. He's not,
Just looking over his shoulder.
but
You noticed
he's
something
there.
else.
I'm like holding up these canine teeth, like, hey, buddy, I got your teeth.
Oh,
You
wow.
put Subway
oh,
Surfers
wow.
on.
Well, these are very nice. Where did you get these?
Oh, all over, man. It was nuts. But I know you had a thing for teeth, and it didn't feel the same slaying a beast and not harvesting some tooth. So you can add 3 canine teeth to your inventory.
You do still collect
there.
them, I'm sure, right?
Thank you. Yeah, no, may I? And I'm tying them into my beard.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's not too
Wow.
much has changed.
Don't tell
Thanks.
them you ripped them from Bonk's mouth.
Oh,
is that true?
No, what?
Okay.
You were
like,
laughing
did I
still?
black out?
I should, while we're on our, before we go to the archipelago, we should actually stop by the Paradise Inn
We should.
and reunite Thonker and Bonk. You know,
Oh yeah.
You're quite
Bonk was
right,
so
that's very good.
sad when we came home without him.
I know, right?
When I hear
know.
Bonk's name, the cloudiness kind of, the glaze kind of goes away a little bit.
Hey,
What?
Oh yeah, bud. So one of the things we did since you've been gone is we bought an inn, and do you want to go, like, check it out for real this time?
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
All right. The party makes their way eagerly down through Brightbridge towards the district of Westward, where the Paradise Inn is situated cozily. And Thonker, you can't help but feel, despite the fey purgatory that you just spent 100 lifetimes inside, you feel a little bit of your spirit rejuvenating as you walk for the first time with your friends, that you're beginning to slowly remember once more, and the thought of perhaps seeing that distant memory of a wolf once more sparks light in your eyes. Welcome to the Paradise Inn.
Hey, no way.
Is
Oh,
the
wow.
text
We're back.
loading for you guys? Clearly it is.
So
As soon as I just gotta throw in his token there. As soon as
yeah, so
you
everybody
guys,
should be outside.
I'm going to do a
as-
little refresh.
Guys.
Go on, please.
as soon as you guys are within the premises, you round the corner of the bend towards the inn, and you hear a vehement, violent whining, scratching of nails against wood, and you hear, "Oh, whatever is it, boy?" And you hear the door open and turn tail like a drift car, like a rally car coming around a corner at 150 clicks an hour. The wolf jumps on Bonker and knocks him back, probably, we'll say 5 feet. 10 feet, 15 feet. That's how much he loves him.
20 feet.
And there's
geez.
nothing you can do to resist this Thonker. He is just sniffing you and licking you in every which way, whining loud, and he stops. He gets up and he runs around you 5 times and then jumps back on you, nuzzling you in every which way.
And he's a very good boy.
Indeed, he is.
Oh, you're a good boy.
Yeah, it's gonna bring the life back into me. I'm gonna pet Bonk and and then I'm gonna go to all you guys. I'm gonna, now looking you in the eyes, Kevin, I'm gonna go, wow, it is good to see you guys.
Thonker,
Thank you
before
so
you can
much.
finish this, Bonk intercepts you between Kevin, and he shows his jarls towards Kevin and kind of pushes his body to you, backing you off a little bit. You can tell that perhaps Bonk is putting some blame on his master's absence on some others.
Oh, no. I'm gonna, on his nose, I'm gonna give him a doot doot doot.
Give him a phone.
Oh, man. But yeah, wow. Settle down there, Bonk. But it's good to be back. And this is what a lovely inn. I'd love to see the inside.
The inside.
Hey, well,
That
please,
As you
welcome
walk
to our inn.
As you walk through, Mrs. Huckleberry seems to have let some. Her temper has cooled down a little bit from when she originally met you guys back from your adventure, and she gives Kevin a kiss on the cheek. From now on, Trunks, Bonk is your token and your responsibility.
Oh, boy. We're back in the game.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, hello, Miss Huckleberry.
It's good to see you, dear. I'm sorry for
Good
losing my
to-
temper, but don't
No.
take our boy out to the undead again.
Listen, it won't happen again, and you are very validated in your feelings, and at some point I'd like to unpack these feelings and talk more about it so we can have a better relationship moving forward, and I can suit you better.
As you're saying this, Elim runs up. And he doesn't run up. He sort of like staggers over, wiping his eyes. He's just gotten up from a nap and looks at Thonker. Is that really you, Thonker?
Hey, little guy.
And he jumps into your arms, something he's never done before, to the dwarf.
Yeah, that's just lovely. Last time I saw you, you were 4 feet in the air on fire.
Oh, yeah. I tried to do that again here, but the Paradise Inn has some rules that aren't that fun.
Probably for the best.
As he's hugging you, Bonk wraps around the two of you, and he seems to be in perfect, harmonious paradise for the first time ever in his life. He is complete.
All right, well, that's the
he's
campaign,
not gonna
boys.
die,
Good
is he?
job.
That was the finale.
Yeah.
Here we go. We achieved the real goal. Let's be honest.
Maybe the stones are the friends we made along the way.
Yes.
I mean, that's how the Wave Echo Cave happened. Did you clear it? No. Was it the coolest moment in our campaign? Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Does the Paradise Inn, do they serve ale?
Oh, we certainly do. It's good to see you again, Thonker.
Oh man.
And you as well. It's actually great to see you in this realm.
Oh, I suppose you have missed out on a little bit, but I can imagine that after what you've experienced, nothing is past the impossible for you. Drink up, lad. It's good to see you. And she pulls mugs out for everyone, but there is one missing for Elim, and he kind of looks up at Kevin. Could you maybe say something, or?
That's going to be up to your mom. I'm already on her shit list. I'll ask her.
80 years old, isn't he?
I'll ask her, but... Mrs. Huckleberry,
Yes, dear.
Elim was inquiring about maybe getting a drink as well. Is he allowed to drink?
I suppose he is 8 years old.
Elim, come on.
He gets up. Oh,
I
boy!
wanna see-
He hops up onto the chair. She whispers to you, I'll let him have it this one time, but you know gnomes mature a lot slower than the rest of us folk. He's only about
know.
nigh 13 or so in your maturity levels.
Oh, is that the case?
I know, but he's gone through some things, and he's one of the guys, and I think it'd be really good for him.
She gives you another kiss and she says, you enjoy yourselves. I'll be upstairs. And she walks up the stairs and leaves you be.
Thorn is just standing at the back like the Sigma male that he is.
Thorn is just a soulless corpse.
That's true. Worth pulling him along.
So Miss Huckleberry went upstairs, huh?
She certainly did.
All right.
Exit the room.
All right, boys. Well, as we feast and drink, I guess it's time to come up with a game plan.
Well,
So
our
let's have
last-
another drink and
Let's
I'll
figure
drink
out
to that.
tomorrow. Yeah. Do we have any dragon's breath?
I am out.
Fair enough. I didn't acquire
Well,
any.
so I think we left 2 bottles at the inn.
You
Well,
did.
that's
coulda
our-
had some-
That
we
is our
coulda had some
stock.
pixie dust.
Yeah, that is our stock.
We could take a bump of pixie dust.
But somebody threw the pixie dust into Lake Fordridge.
Hey, you know, he's all right for that.
Kobe.
Hey,
So Kevin wants to look around for a bottle of Dragon's Breath.
Give me an investigation check, please.
entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. Intimidation.
Hey, Elim, you okay?
You look over at Elim, and he has finished 3 mugs of ale and is passed
That's
out on the
crazy.
floor.
Is that the case? He really?
Could
that be perception, Sam?
Did you roll?
There's-
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still used to D&D skills. That's, for me, been the
No,
hardest
all
part
good.
of the transition from Pathfinder. No, unfortunately, you are unable to find any
I think
Dragon's Breath.
we're all out, boys. I don't know where it's at.
Oh,
Miss
fair
Huckleberry may have it
enough.
locked up if we have any left.
Hey, she's got it in her gun safe. You already know. Oh, those don't exist. In her wand safe.
Her magic missile save.
Right?
I mean, it's understandable given what happened last time Elim was allowed around that.
God
Around Dragon's Breath.
dang it, Elim.
Dang good time. That's what I mean.
All right. Let me go get.
Okay, so
I don't
what's our
even know where it's
priority here? Are we trying to get out and continue to lead for the stones, or are we trying to get this handsome genie some love?
I
I mean, I think
reckon
we gotta
should
let.
go. Go on.
I mean, we can let Woolworth cook or Woolrot cook on finding some eligible bachelorettes.
For AFK
Right.
our side quest.
Yeah.
That's so tough. Yeah, so Trenchfoot, he'll find some ladies, and maybe in the meantime, I'm sorry. No, Woolrot. And in the meantime, maybe we can head to Waywood Archipelago, and I hope it doesn't take a month, you guys. I don't think it will unless something truly goes south, which it might.
Well, travel by sail takes a while.
I mean,
It certainly does. Maybe there are some ladies on the ship.
you know, well,
Wenches
hey,
for the genie.
Right. I think we should probably do the genie first. You're
I mean,
right.
nothing could possibly go wrong. After all, our last trip out in that direction was very uneventful.
You're quite right. It did nothing went wrong, did it? Yeah, maybe we should help Woolrot with. I mean, this is my thing. Like, I'm glad you guys seem so willing to help. So I don't take the word "we" for granted. But if you guys are indeed willing to help, maybe we should deal with this whole genie situation beforehand. Contrary to what I was saying earlier.
I guess Elvazor can wait.
I know,
Yeah.
isn't that silly?
It's not like his
It's,
soul
on-
is
it's
released
only
or
like,
anything.
yeah,
We're really.
Right.
Hey,
it's only the fate of the world. How
Guys,
bad could it
he
be?
needs love, guys.
But we've got a month. I feel like we could go out. We could go looking for that. What are we, third stone?
Yeah.
Would be the
Mhm.
third stone for us. We
Yep.
could look
Yeah.
for that third stone, and who knows? Maybe we find a nice genie missus out
Guys,
there.
what's a world without love? No, you're right. That's a good idea.
And maybe just as a backup, I get a potion of disguise as genie.
Hey, should we cancel our request to Woolrot for the show? I hope he hasn't done too much work on it yet. Although knowing him, I doubt he has.
A loud thunder crackles.
Right.
Furious.
Yeah, I feel like we could probably cancel that and then head out if you guys are cool with that.
Well, we just. I mean, I don't see why we need to cancel it unless we're planning on heading out to find an eligible lady genie.
It would be
I guess
rather a
so.
shame to make him set up a whole show and then, oh, sorry, we already found a lady. We don't need that.
No, after what he just did that to us.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't care what he does.
like I said,
Yeah, he owes it to us.
Bullrot, we're gonna make you set up a whole show, and then we might use it.
And hey,
See
if,
what
we're
feeling.
if we found somebody for the genie, then who knows? Maybe Torque, maybe you
Well-
could be our bachelor.
Hey, you know what?
Hey.
That's showbiz, baby.
It has been a slow breeding season.
so well, like let's suppose that we do find a candidate while we are at the Waywood Archipelago, right? Well, we can bring them back and they can compete in the show. They can be the seed, like.
I like the idea of finding a bachelor out of my own.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
we just
perhaps
have
a bachelor.
contingency plans.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
gotta change my ways. Well,
You
unless
gotta.
push really comes to shove and we really can't find anybody, then
Be careful when finding love. If push comes to shove, you're crossing lines.
I'm not saying. Oh my goodness, this is about duty, not about attraction. Although,
I gotta.
a potion of love
I mean,
will do.
if your love is involving duty,
There's a
that
website
seems
for
to
that.
be- I hear the Germans are really into that.
Well, gentlemen, shall we head off to Waywood Archipelago?
Let me
Yes.
go. Yeah, let me go say goodbye to Mrs. Huckleberry
course.
real
You
quick.
should probably bring a limb up to its bed while you're going.
Yeah, that's.
Right.
I'll throw a limb over the shoulder and.
Have we explained to him the situation? Or have you, more accurately, has been his father?
Oh wow!
So there is a second floor. The walls are pre-made for the original structure, so free movement's going to
Right.
be difficult. So, but there is a second floor up here,
That's so cool.
Nice.
and Mrs. Huckleberry sees her drunken little gnome boy, and she picks him up, just shakes her head, and tucks him away into bed.
Well, honey, when you're right, you're right.
Oh, it's good for him. He's got an adventurous spirit, but he doesn't have the tolerance of one. But we'll work that up to him.
Yeah. Hey, so we're getting ready to leave again. An adventurer's job is never done. So yeah, we're going to Waywood Archipelago, and I will be back as soon as possible. In the meantime, is there anything that you need done beforehand, or
So long as you
Around
don't
the-
go off leaving me for another 50 years, I think I'll be able to hold down the fort just fine.
I pray to God that isn't foreshadowing, and I will not.
The divine speaks through Huckleberry's lips.
Right. Now, when a limb gets up, I would just recommend that you, have him really start putting some elbow grease into this place. And we got a lot of money invested in here, and I know you know how to run a shop, but that boy needs to learn the importance of a solid day's work and risk and reward. We need to turn the Paradise Inn into the most lavish, best place, most money-making entrepreneurship that we've ever seen.
Well, one step at a time, sweetheart. I gotta take care of that rot first. But I'll be on it, and don't you worry, I'll put this little boy to work.
I know it. Okay, dear. Well, hey, in the meantime, if anybody comes in and they are looking to fall in love with a genie or something, just
I was just
Write their
talking to a
number
young
down.
girl who's talking about that, but she left.
Right.
It's too bad I didn't get her number.
yeah. Well, if she comes back, get her number. Oric made this deal with his damn genie where he'll find him love, or else he's got to bang him, and it's crazy.
I
Wish I could
see.
respond, but I'm not in the room.
Right,
You can't even
you're
defend
not.
yourself.
Didn't mean to.
So
Good
yeah, he
luck,
just
dear.
started rubbing lamps at Woolrots, and now he's got to bang a genie if we don't find him somebody. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But maybe clear out an extra space downstairs if we're unable to find some spot so they could have their love making and
Sweet.
yeah, clear out the Torok honey rune suite.
Just being on the road has made you lose your filter, Mr. Huckleberry. I expect a tighter lip when you're talking around in the Paradise Inn.
If we weren't streaming, I'd have a great comeback. All right, Miss Huckleberry, I'll see you soon, dear.
I love you, dear. And she
I love you too.
checks off into her other room.
Oh, there's bedrooms up here, isn't
I
there?
mean, would it really violate the Twitch code of conduct or whatever?
We just want to hear the comeback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, those aren't the only tight lips around here. Nope.
Banned.
Guys, we're gonna
Okay,
end stream for a
man.
minute.
I don't know what I was expecting.
Right?
All right, you guys
Ah.
leave
Hey,
and you
boys.
make your way over back to Woolrot's Wonders. And as you open the doors to his shop, you are greeted with a sight that is you wish you could unsee. He's fully clothed from the waist up, and has no pants, and he's just sort of wandering around, wearing no pants, his white arse shining like the moonlight, and he seems to not quite notice you. Just wandering around behind the desk,
What?
looking at his trinkets and kind of comparing them and putting them back.
Oh, he's right there. Okay. I'd like to cast telekinetic hand.
Give me a stealth. Do you want to roll a stealth check first?
Sure.
Aurelian is just averting his eyes.
That's going to be a pass.
Just everything.
So Kevin will cast telekinetic hand
Okay.
and have it sort of float behind him and stand behind him like one of those little annoying kids at a pool or trying to photobomb you or whatever.
Yeah, a pool. Why does that's so true? Yeah.
And then as Woolrot gets really fascinated on one of the objects, I want one of the fingers to come around and tap him on the shoulder or play with the trinket on this side so he looks and then moves away and
It taps him on the shoulder and he goes back. He just keeps getting jump scared until eventually he sees you and he runs back into the back room and comes out maybe a second and a half later with pants on, and he just pretends like nothing happened. Oh, back so soon.
Hey, indeed we are. Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't happen to see the closed sign, did you?
Oh, was there a close sign?
There
My
was.
apology. Apparently we didn't.
there also wasn't a close sign.
Ah!
Is there a reason you guys are rolling perception here?
Yeah, I'd
I
like
would-
to see if he's packing.
Surprisingly, proportionally, yes.
Oh.
It's very impressive. It might be
Nice.
mechanically enhanced, though, as you look at the gears all around.
Oh, you're a cyborg.
Ottercocks, roll out.
Hey, good for you, Woolrot.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry, Woolrot. If I had the skills and the time, I'd do the same.
I
Why
don't
are we here
have
again?
your suitors, unfortunately. You need to
Oh.
give me more time. I said you have a month until the punishments really start to take effect.
Do
this
certain
one of the
punishments do certain punishments take place before that time?
Not most of the time, no.
You seem to know a lot about this lamp for not knowing that it was a reverse lamp.
I've only had one experience with these things, and I'd rather not dwell on it if that's all right with you.
Ah, well, okay, fair. Maybe you encounter the same situation I might.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you're going to have to dwell on it because we're going to have to dwell on it. So, fill us in.
No! Gordon was my best friend. I don't owe you anything.
Oh, you mentioned him earlier, didn't you?
You don't owe us anything?
I think you do.
Not that! And he leaves.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Who was his friend, Gordon?
You know, I imagine I'll be acting the very same way in a month.
Well, after you get boned by a genie, I mean,
Much as I hate to say it.
you
Well,
can-
not there's certain. Maybe we will succeed. We shouldn't dwell on the failure aspect so harshly. Maybe I won't do that.
Yeah, you know what, Torek?
You're trying to put on a brave
100%.
face.
You're
You know what, maybe
100% right. You're
Yeah,
100% right, buddy. You're definitely not gonna get your Junie cakes pushed in by some genie. You are.
That's crazy.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right. You're quite right.
You just gotta make sure that you hold in any screams and slash or
Guys, we're
moans because we don't want to
screaming.
hear that.
Yeah, we
We're
are on
screaming.
Twitch, guys. The whole thing was
Gross.
let's keep it PG.
All right. Yeah. Why did we come here again? I thought we were going
I
to.
don't know why.
I thought we were going to Archipelago.
Apparently, we came here to get banned, so.
Yeah, I don't think
All right,
we were
all
sick
right.
of streaming.
Let's-
Well,
Okay,
let's
This is
none of
a,
it, right?
find a
this is a
ship.
good place to, stock up on everything if you guys need anything.
Yeah, you're right. Wasn't Joel joining us at 7:30?
He'll get here when he gets here. I'm just looking at the shop right now.
Yeah, I am
So-
as well.
Just an FYI, no one responded to me, but I did tell you guys about runes. And
Right.
if any of you are complaining about damage that you're outputting, that is your solution. This is basically Minecraft enchantments for Pathfinder. There's a bit of a process for crafting them. You have to have the crafting skill and magical crafting feat. So if any of you are looking to fill an empty feat slot, I would highly recommend magical crafting, as this is a massive component of Pathfinder that we've entirely overlooked.
I have it.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Excellent. Yeah, my sword does have the striking rune on it,
Mhm.
and I got Wool Rot to do that for me.
I also have the striking rune.
Previously,
That's why
yeah.
I didn't respond.
I'm a
So-
wizard, but I guess I still can do certain things.
The striking
think the
rune
main
is
thing is-
literally doubles your damage on your like martial weapons.
That's
Yeah, it's pretty
that's
sweet.
Really sick.
Okay.
Hey, Thorn would almost be in the double digits if he had that.
Almost.
Right.
Those
well,
are
hey,
20s.
maybe you guys can. Well, I suppose it would take a little while to apply. We don't have a whole lot of time.
How are we gonna charter a ship here?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Nobody's done it for us this time.
Well, I propose we head down to the dock and we inquire
Hey, that's how
Yeah.
normal people do it, I suppose. Let's be on our way then.
instead of coming here and getting ourselves banned off Twitch.
I don't know why we came here, but it's a nice place to be.
This is danger territory for Twitch TOS. Just stay away from wool rots and we'll be fine in our Twitch career. As soon as
We
we
walk
step
in
foot
and
into
the
wool
guys-
rots, we're done.
He's naked from the waist down.
Right.
All right.
All right. Well, yeah, he's got healing potions here, boys. If
Oh, that's a good point. Let's get
yeah.
some.
Gotta make
Oh,
sure.
I wanted to get that disguise
I'm gonna
potion, but I really wasn't sure what I wanted to get. I wanted to get it as.
Hey, Thonker,
Yes,
add
sir.
a hero point to your character sheet, please, for
Sure.
your wonderful reunion with your friends and loved ones.
Oh,
Right on.
Good job, Thonks. Am I allowed to call you that? I didn't ask permission at any point.
no,
Can I get
you totally can.
Hey, Woolrot.
You hear a light whimper from behind the shelves.
no, bro.
Can I get a potion of disguise as a minotaur?
Yes.
Minotaur? Yeah. Oh, what's going on back there?
He comes out and he's holding a picture. I just miss him. And you can see written on the back, Gordon.
I'm sorry about Gordon, Woolrot.
Yeah, you can get a Minotaur potion if you want.
Aw.
Oh, Woolrod.
And he's grieving.
Hey, it's okay to grieve, Woolrod.
Woolrod.
Hmm.
Do you want to talk about Gordon?
As soon as you come out, he drops the painting and grabs a broom. Out! Out! Just smacks you. This is the shopkeeper only. Customers stay in the main floor.
Do you want to talk about Gordon?
No, I don't.
Okay.
He made that very clear to us.
Do you want to sell me that potion?
Yes, I do want to tell you that potion. Give me a minute.
I like how the store's closed and he's still letting us hang out.
Yeah, it's
He doesn't
tough.
have a choice.
It's tough for him to say no to potential coin. He pulls it out. He says, Minotaur, you said? Are you sure? That's stupid.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't you think so?
Do you want money?
Okay.
That's stupid.
He goes back behind, and you just hear different sounds, and you hear a cat. And he comes out, and he gives it a whiff. Potent, this one. And he hands it to you.
Oh. I like to take it and also give it a whiff.
It's like smelling salts, except it has a distinct smell of like cattle along with it. It's pretty rancid. But it definitely it brings you back to the roots of Morrow's Leaf and tight underground spaces.
All right, nice.
Interesting.
Potion of disguise as Minotaur. Okay.
Well, hey.
And I guess with that, if I go into giant mode with rage, then I'll actually match the size of a Minotaur. Then.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
that's cool. You won't be a little one.
Would work. A mini
I
Minotaur?
don't know why, but
A Minotaur?
well, if I don't rage, yeah. Okay, let's go down to the
Hey,
docks like
yeah.
normal people.
All right.
Hell yeah.
It's just puffing and puffing.
You see Woolrot kind of hoisting his pants up with one hand and waving with the other. Toodaloo!
Like you intend to remove them immediately after our departure.
As soon as you're out, pants go off.
As
It's understandable.
Can I
As
just
would-
turn around one quick second into the shop?
Yeah.
might, catch,
Just for a brief,
might catch a glimpse of something you'd rather not.
just for a brief second. I just want to ask him something.
You
Hey, yo.
you go back in and he's buttoned down and yes.
Hey, do you have like a pipe or something?
Sure.
I could buy.
Sure. Yeah, sure. He starts rummaging around and throwing things back. Yeah, free of charge. Tell Torok
free of
I'm
charge.
sorry.
Okay, I'll tell him that. Thanks, Laura. And anything I can smoke in this?
Ooh, you're looking for the Hobbit leaf? It's good,
Oh.
really good.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar.
Slows the mind, you know.
Yeah, I think my mind's plenty slow.
Take this. And he reaches under and he takes a leather bag and kind of tosses it over your way, and pop, you catch it. And as you open it up, the rich aroma of beautiful lushland pipe leaf hits your
Oh,
nose,
yeah.
and it is immaculate, perfectly humidified.
You don't want anything for this, Wolrot?
Just tell Torok I'm sorry. I didn't know. Really, I didn't know.
All right, I'll tell him that. Thanks, Wolrot.
Get out.
Okay, all right, I'm out.
You see him following you, locking the door, and he puts the closed sign on the door, and he goes in and takes his pants off.
Well, we don't know that.
No, you're right.
We didn't see it happen.
Sweet. Man, the cloud cover is so cool in this map.
So as we're like, I'm assuming we're walking down now away from there. I want to turn to Raylan and be like, "Ah, man, when he was giving you shit about your Minotaur potion, I don't know what happened to old Gordo, but I'm sure Gordon wished he had a potion of Minotaur, so good call on that.
Who knows how we'll end up using this, but yeah, we'll
It's gonna
see.
be fun.
All right, you guys make your way all the way down to Port Silvermire, and there, lo and behold, is the same ship that Standor had chartered for you back at Lake Forlia. And you see a familiar fuzzy head of golden locks pop out.
Hey,
And he says, "Oh, hey, it's good to see you guys again. I was turned around at Asheath and said I wasn't allowed to go home yet. Oh, Zayard's pretty demanding."
Quite. We would appreciate a ride if you'd be willing to take us to the...
Yes, Waywood Archipelago. Already set the route. Hop in.
Oh. Thank you.
he's got GPS.
You have my thing.
He's got his maps open. Anyways. Oh yeah, I'll hop in.
All right.
Yep.
You guys hop on to the familiar ship.
Yeah.
Just gotta refresh. It's not loaded for the stream.
Oh, Elim is still with us.
Oh.
I didn't see anything.
And he requests some help with the anchor, and all of you get around and begin to help him with with the ship's duties. And you set off, and thus begins a very long journey from the Corran ports, a familiar journey, passing through the Forlian Hills, as you all knew so well. Passing through the Silverstream River, all the way past to Agladris. Days and days and days are happening. However, and you continue around and you make it to the sea of the Waywood Archipelago. And about a week of ship's travel time passes. And you become quite good friends with Standor. It turns out he's a lot more three-dimensional than perhaps you guys initially picked up on. More to his life than just bubbles. And as you...
Kind of like a bubble.
a little bit. A little bit. And as you continue your journey with him, he revels in your tales of Forlorax the Sea Serpent, and he asks you to repeat it over and over and over until you're all quite sick of recounting your tales beneath the depths of Lake Forlia. After about 2.5 weeks of ship's travel time, you begin to approach the North Isle of the Waywood Archipelago. And it's jungless. The topography and the flora upon these islands are unlike anything that you've seen thus far in Sherathian. You hear macaws cawing in the background, and you can hear the faint howl of baboons and monkeys as the ship slowly comes to a dock, and the anchor is dropped after many weeks at sea. And Standor says, "Well, gentlemen, this is the end of the road for me. I'm off back to Korra. I wish you the best. You're gonna have to find your way back yourselves. There'll be no way for me to find you in these cursed jungles."
For the last time, Standor, enough about Forlorax.
I will bid Standor farewell.
I'd like to toss him a tip of 5 silver pieces.
Wow.
Okay, remove it from your inventory. He looks at you and says,
Expender.
5 silver pieces from 2.5 weeks. It's like, he sort of grumbles, but thank you.
Not sure.
I'll toss him a tip of 5 gold.
Wow. Hey, Mr. Moneybags over here. What are you gonna do about that, Raylan?
Roll for an itch? No.
Getting mad. He's about to go into giant state.
I'm about to get. Bet I have to fight a Minotaur.
Bro, what if you use the potion for that purpose?
Yeah.
That's silly. Rather silly, that isn't it?
And there's more where that came from, Standor.
Is that the case? All
Right.
my money's going to healing pots from now on.
Understandable.
I spent all my money on healing pot, so there's that.
you did. I mean,
That's very silly.
All
Are
right.
you guys still on the boat, like for
yeah.
interview? Okay, good.
Mhm.
My foundry took a poops, and I just got it back up.
would you guys like to disembark?
Yes, I would. It's a very
Yeah.
impressive vessel for one man.
All right. You all disembark and make your way into the depths of the jungles of the Waywood Archipelago. And you approach a beautiful grotto. I'll get your tokens out.
Wow.
After a long while of walking, you find yourself in a sudden clearing.
Have duplicate tokens.
Ah,
We're
a sudden clearing.
The bird song is so nice.
As we're walking, I'm going to be talking to the party members, being like, "Man, that Standor guy, he's got like more to him than it first seems. Almost like bubbles within bubbles."
He's very three-dimensional, despite our
Yeah.
previous assumptions.
He's like an onion. He's got layers.
Hey guys, do I spot some potential maidens up there for a genie in the water there? What is that?
I don't know,
Let's
Hey,
investigate.
You guys,
but it sounds like you should take the lead on it.
yeah,
I'm a
you
little
guys
afraid
go
to-
talk to the forest people.
I'm a
Yeah, you
little
can talk
afraid
to the
they'll lure
forest
us in and drown.
mermaid.
I'm not talking to any more forest spirits at all.
Hey, too soon.
As you guys approach, you can see it's long since been underwater, but you can tell that at one time, perhaps thousands of years ago, this was a statue of merfolk that were very similar to those that you saw in the depths of Lake Forlia. But the details have been lost to time and erosion from the water that they've been under. There's a sense that this is a sacred place, and yet there are no signs of any tampering or activity from recent times at the very least.
Man, I really need to take a leak.
No, do not.
No.
In the voice too.
Uh,
I feel a little embarrassed of believing those statues to be real. They're not particularly detailed now that I look at them more closely.
Also, they're merfolk. The last time we encountered merfolk, it didn't end well.
for the merfolk. Oh, it's a good thing Thorn isn't with us right now.
Yeah,
You'd
for real.
rip the head off the statue
Yeah.
with a nat 20 called for.
What happened again?
He asked to rip the head off of one of the mermaids, and I said, only if you get a nat 20. He rolled
I
and
remember
got
that.
a nat 20.
I do
That
remember
was
that.
insane.
Yeah, they were like zombies though.
Sampyrus, could you clean our extra tokens there?
Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't
I
realize
have,
they're all- Gotcha.
I'm controlling. I can't deselect mine. The second Raylan as well. There we go. Thanks. Perfect.
Man, this is a beautiful map.
Is there any kind of high ground I can get to?
Yeah,
See where
each
we're
of
at?
these pillars around are elevated.
I would like to attempt to climb this pillar.
Give me an... Jeez, what are the friggin' Pathfinder checks?
I'd like to assist.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
A 23. Yeah, it's you find it pretty easy to hoist yourself up there, and you do notice something in the underbrush on top of this here.
Oh. Guys, there's something in the underbrush.
What is that?
Well, what is it?
We're
Oh,
yelling
man.
at him.
I can't tell yet. Should I roll a perception?
Yes,
What am I
please.
looking at?
Like, is this stalker saying that?
Yeah.
Just shouts into the sky. Man, that Fey Limbo did a number on this guy.
Right. Right, yeah.
Heyo.
Hey,
Natural 20. You push away some of the vegetation, and you can feel there's a lump in the ground that just sort of catches your eye as unnatural. And you start to dig and tear away the soft, lush jungle soil. And you feel leather. And you keep digging a little bit more. And you pull out a small parcel. And you lift it back, and inside you see a scrap of paper.
Guys, there's a small parcel with a scrap of paper in it.
What does it say on it?
Here,
can't
hang on,
open
let me read
somebody
it.
else's mail. That's a crime.
Well, it doesn't look very much like a mailbox, does it?
There's a tattered cover, and you can see in Dwarvish, albeit an older dialect than you're used to reading, it says notes, but there was something in the beginning there that has long been weathered away. But
It looks like...
page does seem to be intact.
Can I read anything on the page?
Oh.
Oh. I'm gonna hop down from the rock and I'm gonna lay that.
Sure.
book out
Somebody
on-
read that out loud for
on
us.
grass
A
for
little bit
me.
hard to read on the stream.
It is with great honor and humility that I have been chosen by the free people of Sherathia to safeguard one of the sacred Eclipsar stones. I feel the weight of responsibility upon my shoulders. The significance of this stone, its power, is not lost on me. Yet, despite the honor bestowed upon me, I cannot shake this feeling of unease that has settled into the pit of my stomach. From the moment I embarked on my journey to the remote lands of Waywood Archipelago and beyond to the Essear Isles, how do you pronounce that? Sam?
Essear Isles.
Essear Isles. Thank you, Sempiris. I have sensed an ever-present gaze upon me. It is as if unseen eyes track my every move, lingering in the shadows, both day and night. Ilvdor is defeated, banished from this realm. What could it be? We were told the evil was defeated. I have tried to dismiss these feelings as mere paranoia, the result of the immense responsibility laid upon me. But the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. I must remain vigilant and watchful, for the safety of the Eclipsar stone and the trust placed in me by my people depend on it. October 9th, 10:33 to AC. What is that?
Second
What does that stand
astral
for, you guys?
convergence.
Ah,
Oh wow.
second half fucking right.
Okay.
So the
So it
Essear
sounds
Isles.
like, yeah, the dwarven astral emissary came this way.
Must be the case. It's fortunate that you climbed up there. I wonder what else we've been missing this whole time.
Yeah. Everybody climb all the pillars.
Right.
Well, I don't think that's a bad idea.
Better than taking a leak in the pond.
Hey,
I
what's wrong with
I
that?
propose a better idea. I'm gonna just fly up there.
Okay,
Aurelian
no.
spreads his great dragon wings. And with one flap, you propel your dragon form up onto the top.
All right, I'm going to look around and see if I can spot any other
Give me a roll.
perception.
That's a good roll.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Hey, Thonkers is a little better.
You see nothing, no unnatural movements upon this terrain on the pillar that you're standing, but something does catch your eye over to the north.
All right, I'm gonna hop, skip, and a jump, and fly my way over there.
And with two beats of his great wings, he flies over and lands. And as your foot makes impact upon the soft soil, you do feel another lump underneath the arch of your foot.
Right. Carefully.
It's a landmine!
I'm gonna lift. I'm gonna slowly, ever so slowly, lift my foot off, and I'm gonna investigate the lump.
You find a tattered piece of paper, and it seems to be a continuation of what Thonker just showed you, but it is written in Dwarvish.
Dwarvish? Nomish? It's all Elvish to me. I'll call out to the rest of the party and say, I found another piece. I need somebody who can read Dwarvish.
Well, you know.
I don't speak Dwarvish.
I think me and Thonker do, being dwarves.
Yeah. Well,
That
you're
sounds
the
reasonable.
scholarly wizard.
Yeah, I can read. I can read a letter.
All right. Well, I will glide down. Maybe I'll just buzz Torek a little bit and then land.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I will. I'll pass him the parchment. And see
Torek
what he
gonna
makes
put
of
on-
it.
You pick up a
Thorak's
piece
gonna
of
put on
paper. Sorry?
Put on his half-moon spectacles over his nose.
Ooh. You're
Hey,
going to
go
need
on.
them because it is very dirty, and if it weren't for special dwarven ink, this would have long been lost to time. But you are familiar with the quality of Othranian parchment, and it seems to miraculously have survived.
Interesting, but only barely. October 24th, 10:33, second astral convergence. The sighting of these curious creatures has piqued my interest and stirred a sense of wonder within me. They are unlike any beings I've encountered in all my travel across Sherathian. Small and furry, yet possessing a certain tribal sophistication, they move with a sense of unity and purpose, demonstrating a remarkable bond among their kind. Language has been an issue. I have attempted to teach a few of them the common tongue. We will see how successful this endeavor turns out to be. Their presence raises more questions than answers. What are they? From whence do they hail? Am I the first to learn of their existence?
These small furries could be interesting in our adventure.
Indeed they could.
Oh no,
Wonder if they still exist.
not furries. Please, not furries.
That doesn't exist in this world, so we don't have any associations with it.
What do you mean in this world?
In this world, Sherathian. If
Yeah.
I said in that world, I
Yeah.
would. And then you could have
Clearly,
questioned
they do exist in the Forgotten Realms. Then, canonically.
it. That's a very interesting letter. Thanks for letting me read that, Aurelian. I wonder what implications
problem.
that'll have on our journey to come. He seemed like some kind of scientist almost.
So, am I right to understand he came here with the stone to safeguard it? That's what the first letter
And
sounded
so
like.
he did say that he was going. He was going to the Essear Isles, which are farther to the south. So, I propose that we start making our way southwards through the jungle, and if we encounter any of these,
Ewoks.
yeah,
That is similar to what this describes.
that we see if we can communicate with them.
I wonder why he left these notes here. It seems like a dangerous thing to do. Maybe we'll find out.
Well, shall we venture on over?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready to keep going. These statues are very interesting.
So-
I'm gonna.
This whole time. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna have a last look around the grotto and see if there's anything I missed.
Right, take a real good search. We found 2 notes. There's
From further inspection, you don't seem to find anything. However, the placement of the second note that you found perhaps indicates a bit of a struggle.
A struggle.
Aurelian, what do you see up there?
Raylan, don't forget to heal all the way up. I haven't been looking at you for this entire time that we've been here, just in case somebody snuck off again.
Well, judging by the state of this note and the placement, it would seem that there was some sort of struggle. Can I see? It's hard to tell. Can I see what, if anything about the struggle, like what if they went in a particular direction or left any other sort of evidence?
Judging by the dates of the notes, this is 1,000 years ago, or coming up on 1,000 years. So nothing recent is here, but just from the placement of where this has been buried, it seems as if it was done in haste.
Oh, maybe
it was
maybe you found
deliberate.
maybe you found what the genie was looking for.
I mean, that would be an understandable cause for some haste.
Yeah.
Dwarven craftsmanship is truly remarkable.
Yeah. Is you,
For
if
these
All right,
notes.
shall we crack on, gentlemen?
Yep.
try and run away from that Twitch ban?
It's dangerous to stay still for too long.
Okay. Yeah, let's move on.
These orange trees are so pretty.
I'm stuck on this rock, guys. I can't get down. I've developed
I'm
a
gonna
fear
head
of
over to
heights.
catch him.
Are you actually? Like, is
No,
the
no.
autism preventing?
Stop moving. And it won't let me delete you. That's concerning.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get deleted.
I'm trapped again.
Guys, I'm too scared to get down.
Not again.
I don't... That's weird. I can't delete you.
Conquer, it's not
There
that
we go.
hard. Just
Oh,
go
there you
down.
go.
Oh,
He's gone.
God!
He's dead. Bonk just howls at the moon.
Oh man.
Bonk just impales himself in the nearest stick. He can't take that kind of heartbreak again.
We just
He
got him
reverts.
back, and he's gone.
He reverts back to his dire wolf
Right.
form.
Just mauls the party.
Yeah, mauls everyone.
It's gone mad.
I mean, who's
Mad
gonna...
with grief.
Anyways.
Okay.
Luckily, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Great heaven.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. So let's continue. I guess in a somewhat southerly direction.
Hey, we heading north right now.
That's north.
Wait, didn't we come from the south?
Well,
Or they just spawned us in there?
Yeah.
I mean, we... Oh my
Who is they, and what is this spawning you speak of? I don't.
OSHA
came off-
has been getting on my case
Hey.
lately. With my boots aren't real boots, apparently.
We can't.
Let's head south.
Yeah.
You guys to continue to trek through the woods. There is no there's no semblance of any pre-worn path. It is entirely 100% jungle, and bushwhacking begins to tire you, and you guys begin to gain levels of exhaustion as you whack through the different hanging vines, and the different howls of monkeys off in the distance. Can't help but feeling a little bit disconcerted. You come upon a clearing with... Yeah. Come upon a clearing.
Do we all have an exhaustion level? 'Cause that's
You
quite
do.
significant.
Hmm.
Okay, well, maybe we can rest for a little
hey.
bit.
That
We
That
really don't want to
looks
have
like-
that exhaustion if we're fighting anybody.
Don't think we have
the
time to.
remains of a fight.
But
Like,
that's
that's what
I'm
we
really
see, but-
important.
Well, I'll say we don't have an actual level. You'll be okay.
Sounds good.
That. Does the skeleton appear to be dwarven?
Give me a perception check. It does indeed.
This might just be our Astral Emissary. I'm going to I'm gonna scan as I carefully approach the look for any traps or any other evidence of
Can you guys
beyond the-
sort of gather together? Because it doesn't really show it on the stream if you guys are lagging back.
Hey,
Right.
before we proceed any further, this could be an important historical figure. Let's not kill him, guys.
Yeah, the guy that does that isn't with us anymore, so...
Yeah, why on
Also-
earth would we do that?
Judging by the
What are
state
you
of him,
talking about?
You
I
missed a
don't
few
think
things,
there's
Doctor.
much risk. I'm just saying.
You
Yeah.
notice a golden arc from the rock behind him.
Conquer cast Dispel Magic.
Just oblivious. First
Suddenly,
you kill
the skeleton's
MLK.
head tilts up and says, "We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty."
It is said that the previous emissaries were more powerful than us. It's a little disconcerting to imagine what fells this one.
As you all approach him, you see that he's actually on his knees. I know this battle map doesn't portray it well, but the skeleton is on its knees, and vines are protruding from either eye socket, and his mouth is agape open with a vine piercing into the ground. So there's 3 vines coming up from the ground, one for each eye socket, one in his mouth, and inside of his rib cage you can see tightly wound vines wrapping around his spinal cord and preserving the skeletal structure and form.
You're right.
That's a little
After
bit,
so long, the skeleton shouldn't be here if not for these
That's
vines.
creepy.
Should we poke it?
Maybe we should look at that axe. Well, maybe it is an ancient historical thing. Well,
But
Not that we haven't messed up before.
that axe,
yeah.
though.
I mean, I don't use an axe anyways, so I'm not.
I know
gonna be
Thorn
part
was
of it.
looking for an axe.
Yeah?
Hey, he's looking to learn how the game works. That's what he's trying to do. No, I shouldn't be hating.
All right. I'm gonna look over the skeleton and see if I can spot anything on him, any sort of notes or magical stones or enchanted weapons or magical stones or...
I have Mage Hand if we have to start touching the things. So
Did he leave a note behind, perhaps?
As you're inspecting his body, suddenly you hear the snapping of a twig. And the strangest looking creature you've ever laid your eyes on pokes his little head out from the top of the cliff. And he looks at you and he says, "Porgay, por hell."
Furby, is that you?
That is unreasonably cute and liable to cause cuteness aggression. Can I attempt to reach out to this creature psychically?
Yeah,
Establish communication that way.
yeah.
All right, I will
Give
do
me-
so, and I will...
Yeah, give me a roll.
what do you want me to roll for that?
Let's see. I'm gonna say... Phew. Give me an Arcana check, I guess.
Ooh, I'm not great at those.
13.
Just a flat 20.
As soon as you reach out telepathically, you can see the creature start to almost like nobody can see anything protruding from Aurelian, but it seems that he starts doing the limbo and starts swatting away whatever is coming towards him. And he looks at you and he says, "You can speak common?"
No,
Oh,
no.
it seems the emissaries' efforts were fruitful. Yes, we speak common. I'm surprised you do as well.
"Wow," he says. "My name is Barim. Hello."
Hello, Barim.
And he waves enthusiastically and jumps down. He says, "Today is my day of many happies."
Why is that? What has made you so happy?
The day of many happies is here. I cannot believe it. Many happies. I must tell the village. And he runs off.
Oh,
Into the cave?
should we leave this dwarf? The dwarf remains behind.
I don't reckon he's going anywhere.
I mean, he seems rather rooted.
Ew.
Looks like he was waylaid at some point.
I'd like to say a prayer over him as we pass by,
That's smart.
like a dwarven prayer.
I
You
will
can feel the
also,
drums of your ancestors pounding as you put him properly to rest.
Born underground, suck a cup of tea to stove.
Gorak's gonna kneel and do an even cooler dwarven prayer. No, I'm just
You can't. Mine was the coolest.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hey, Torok.
as I walk past, I'm gonna do a gesture of respect towards the dead and continue on.
What are you looking for there, Kevin?
Just anything as we're passing by him.
Nothing out of the
Anything that we
already
missed.
nothing you missed. It's very much so out of the ordinary, but nothing that you seem to have missed.
Nope.
I wonder where all these swords came from in the ground.
All right, you guys
Follow Merin.
follow where you last saw that little furry thing scamper off to.
Oh,
Wow,
And you
that's
find
so cool.
yourself in the confines of a dungeon, riddling with vines and different tropical plants and leaves, surrounding and entailing every piece of stone and rock around.
Dang. Nature really takes over, doesn't it?
I'd like to listen to Bamboo. I forget his name.
Oh,
Merin.
For him.
He is
Merin.
nowhere to be found.
Bamboo.
I said the first word that comes to mind.
Are you the one who came up with trench foot too?
I think that was a collaborative effort between.
As
Kevin
Aurelian
and I.
wanders off on his own, a ball python sneaks out of the ground and strikes at him,
I saw him.
and luckily misses you just in time. Gentlemen, roll for initiative.
Hey,
Music is fire.
seeing that combat's about to ensue, Raylan kind of cracks his neck like, well, that was a long time on that boat. I'm ready.
All right,
Dang, that's
Raylan,
so sick.
you're up first.
Okay. I'm going to use sudden. Actually, I'm gonna rage. Let's go. I'm not sure if I'll fit as a giant. And then let's see, sudden charge. Yeah, that's 2 actions. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that then.
Okay.
All right. And then so I end sudden charge with a strike on this fool.
That is going to be a hit.
Nice. Here comes damage.
22 damage. You immediately chop the snake's head off,
Aw.
and its form cripples and turns around. And as you do, you hear a slithering from back from the way you came.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Guys, looks like we have company. Oh. Oh, is that the same thing that maybe that got to the other guy too?
Well, he did have vines coming out of him, so distinct possibility.
And if he was stronger than us, maybe this is like something we could, we should probably just kill it. Oops. It is highlighted in red after all.
Raylan, are you done your turn?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Conquer, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna crack my fingers.
We're all ready.
Yeah. And I'm gonna run up to this assassin vine here. That should be 30 feet. And I'm gonna hit him with an intimidating strike.
Your blow not only wounds creatures, but also shatters their confidence. I don't know how much confidence an assassin vine has. Frightened
Hey,
one.
he's confident.
All right, if you hit, you get frightened 1. On a crit, you get frightened 2.
I'm gonna scare him. I'm gonna scare the plant, guys.
This is Thonker's
really
first day back to war.
Yeah.
You haven't swung
I
at
was gonna
something in a long
say.
time.
Oh, Thonker.
It's good to see Thonker back in action.
Okay, guys,
Caroline is good.
I straight up, I forgot. There it is.
He
Okay.
forgot how to use his axe. What do I do?
Yeah.
That is a miss, my friend. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Hey, you ain't
Bummer.
scaring nobody right now.
Okay, well then that is my turn. Bummer.
Yeah, that is a
Womp
little
womp.
bummer. Yeah, honestly. Well, it's his turn now.
The
Shoot.
assassin vine dodges your attack and immediately retaliates with vines whipping out. Whoosh. And they are going to hit by one.
Dang.
Please take 14 damage.
Is that a manipulation action?
Um,
Don't believe so. Manipulate would be something like drawing a weapon or opening a door or something like that.
Okay. A manipulation action. I'm just gonna put it in chat. Reactive strike. Ranged attack. Leaves a square. Move action. Manipulation.
it is going to use grab for its second. The requirements are that its last action was a successful strike. And so that was going to fulfill that criteria, and you are now restrained. And for its third action, it will use Constrict. The monster deals the least amount of damage to any number of creatures grabbed or restrained by it. Each of those creatures can attempt a basic fortitude save with the listed DC. You should have... Boy, this is a failure on Foundry. They don't say the applicable DCs. What was it? It's something plus their... Cal, was it 20 plus their attribute modifier?
It's 10 plus their yeah, so for a save DC, it's going to be 10 plus the save for that.
Okay, so DC 14 for Thonker. Give me a fortitude save.
Oh, I'm not sure about the creatures. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's
And
a...
you wriggle your way out of that like the
Yeah,
slippery
20.
little dwarf that you are.
Hell yeah.
Natural 20. Kevin,
The
you're up.
genie might like this guy. Squeezing him into tight spaces.
First off, casting Doom.
Torak runs
Put that right there.
Boom.
And then I will
Anything to
cast
avoid your face, right?
Phase
Don't
Bolt.
do anything. A sick effect.
That is going to hit. 30
Close.
cheekers.
Damage.
Whoa.
13
Bolts.
damage.
All
know, we
make
could
impact,
see this
every
vine.
single one coursing right over Thonker's head as he's wriggling away to get out of this vine constriction. And with each phase bolt making its impact upon the crease, the creature, you can see little bits of green plant matter getting splattered into the stream and the wall behind it.
Dang.
Alright, he is frightened one, and that will end the turn.
Hey, that's kind of like what...
You're up, Aurelian.
All right. I
I should have said this.
oh frig, I can't even get all the way over there. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move. Can't even move 30 feet because you guys are in the way.
You
Actually,
can
no, I
you
think I
can move past friendlies. You just can't end your turn.
Yeah, no, they're just right on my 30-foot moves, unless I go right
We fill the whole tunnel.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I still have line of sight on him.
Oh, perfect.
So, I'm going to...
This music is bumping, like for real. It's so good.
and make a strike with my javelin.
Okay. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Disappointed! That's my turn.
Okay. So,
Before Torak has time to grip his spellbooks, you hear "Row!" and you hear a cat approaching. Carry on, Torak.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
do we know where it's coming from? Apparently, I can't see yet. Sounds good. I'm targeting the assassin vine currently. I'm going to cast Vampiric Beast.
Okay, he's going to roll a fortitude save. Oh, that is going to save. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm going to cast Blast Shield, and that will end my turn.
All right, Raylan, you're up.
Okay, giant stature, go. And
He doesn't fit down the hallway?
I'm gonna squeeze through this hall.
Get stuck immediately.
Raylan, as you do, you start getting claustrophobic because you have to shimmy yourself from side to side as you're completely pressed into the small corridor.
And,
Hey, he shimmied fast.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That was a quick shimmy.
I sure
That was
shimmied.
really freaking quick. Dude just knocked all of us over on the way.
Okay, so I'm here, and I'm gonna target this vine and totally block everybody behind me. By the way, I'm sorry.
You're doing them a favor. You're protecting them.
I'm gonna swing. I got this, guys.
That is going to
don't
hit
worry,
by
guys.
7. You were 3 away from a crit.
Oh,
Ooh, 24. You bring your axe up and you chop off 2 of the vines that had tried to attempt to constrict your friend, and it wriggles away and kind of retracts inside of itself.
29
Nice.
damage? Where'd that extra come from?
The runes,
It's
dude.
probably
That's
gonna-
the power of runes.
That's crazy. I think
the
it'd be
extra
funny.
comes from weakness.
No, I think that comes from weakness of some
I
sort.
think it'd be funny if your axe stayed the same
Yes,
size.
he is weak to
grew.
slashing. That was a +5, but you still do ridiculous damage, and that is a rune.
That's so goated. Runes are fire. I'm gonna switch to a martial.
Conquer's up.
I'm up again. I'm gonna do the intimidating strike again
Okay.
on the assassin vine.
So this will take him to... if you hit and deal damage, target is frightened 1, but he already is frightened 1 because of Dirge of Doom. Does that stack? That's the question. Does he go to frightened 2? Because it says only frightened 2 in a critical hit. So I'm
I think
wondering...
it should, because if you're casting a spell that does that, and then somebody else casts a spell that does that,
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give you frightened 2. We'll say it stacks.
All right.
We will look
and
the rules up later for the sake of time.
Here we go.
That is a hit!
that's axe,
Even on a
right.
10, brother, that is a hit.
Hell yeah.
So I will increase his frightened status to 2, and he will take 11 damage because you used slashing. It looks like somebody else also could use a rune.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some runes.
Raylan is filling the whole tunnel like a cork on a bottle right now.
I'm gonna hit him one more time.
Just out of this
Just
tunnel.
It's airtight.
I'm just.
Oh, I thought that was a 20. A 25 hits.
Come on. Oh, Jesus.
You will slash
Yeah, it
again,
worked.
and you
That is
cut
so
off like a good substantial portion of its tree trunk.
I think Thorn was throwing up higher numbers.
Yeah, for real.
so
What the
He's a
hell
little
happened?
rusty. He's a little rusty.
Hey, he's been in a coma for like 18 lifetimes.
Fuck.
All right, is that your turn?
Oh shoot, yeah, that's all I got.
The assassin vine is going to strike at you again with its vines, and it will hit.
That's a high number.
Take
Good lord.
9
That's a low.
damage. It's going to repeat its grab action after successfully hitting you, and will attempt to constrict. Please roll me a fortitude saving throw, DC 18.
Would the grab action count as a manipulate action?
I would think so, yes.
Well, if I... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That is a failure, my friend. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You are currently going to be restrained. And he's going to do 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot.
Please take 8 damage, Thonker.
Help me!
Help me!
The leopard is going to jump and leap at this opportunity on top of Thonker,
What the fuck?
and it is going to
Raylan's
claw
just
at
watching
you.
this all. Watching this
He's
all
stuck.
unfold
He's stuck
on
in the
his
corner, can't do
side.
anything. That is a miss. It's going to use its last attack, using its jaws, -5 with multiple attack penalty, and critically miss you again. Kevin, you're up.
All right.
Nothing you can do.
So you can pass
can't-
through. You could make it to this square or this square. You just
Okay.
can't
No
end your
shot.
turn.
No shot, and I can't shoot through Raylan.
Not when he's in giant form. You can if he's the same size as you or smaller, but when he's larger, unfortunately, you're unable.
Would I be able to squeeze a Dirge of Doom through there?
Unfortunately, not if it's a ranged attack.
Can Raylan like have his legs?
Okay,
kinda
well then
go
that's my
open?
turn.
Hey, why
Like
don't you just
that?
hit a dirge right behind Raylan, and it should reach the guy.
Yeah.
Like it's a big radius.
Ended
right?
my turn.
You can go back if you want.
Nope. I already did it.
All right, Aurelian,
Raylan's
you're up.
standing like this in the hall.
Sorry, it's the rules.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
I guess I can't go through the enemies though. I can only go through friendly squares.
Right, you could get to this space or here.
Alright, I'm going to do that. And then I will change my grip back to two-handed. And I will make a strike against the assassin vine.
Okay. Critical hit. Give me
nice.
some
Good
damage.
job. That was only a 14 too. That's crazy. Your modifier is good.
Alrighty, let's roll that critical damage, baby!
$44 damage. Insta kill. You bring that sword down and just BAM! Split the thing in two as it shrivels up and washes down the stream. And as this happens, you see something. A tongue flicking around the rock as this giant monitor lizard slowly makes footsteps into the stream, approaching your position.
I'm gonna stick my tongue back out at it. You know, just be like,
Hey, he's
He
kinda like
bats
you.
his eyelashes at you, Aurelian.
Y'all are kind of similar in certain ways.
All right, is that your turn?
yes, that is my turn.
Toraki, you're up.
Sounds. Oh man, I don't really want to be in there even. There's nothing really. Oh, the leopard is still here. So I can't fire through Raylan. Is that right?
Yeah, you guys need to be a little bit more mobile here. Reposition.
There's too
Okay.
much hair in the way.
Oh,
I'm going to.
I don't think we need to be more mobile.
I'm gonna move here. I really
shitty
don't want to
spot.
be here. And I can shoot through Thonker, right? Without hitting him.
Nope. No, you can shoot through Thonker.
Thought I could.
He's the same size. Yeah.
Sounds good. So I'm going to use the produce flame cantrip, and I'm going to use it to perform a ranged attack upon the leopard, which
Okay.
I didn't have him targeted at the time. So I'm going to roll attack right now.
All right.
Yeah, I got a.
That's a
plus 12.
critical.
Yeah, you know,
Roll for damage.
critical will. I mean, Dora.
That is 12 damage as Thonker ducks as the flames light
That's
the
12 even whip crit.
Did that do 44? What's your normal? Yeah,
It
on a
should do
success you do
24.
2d4, so that's 44. On a critical success, they take double damage and 3d4 persistent fire damage. So that will happen next turn.
Oh,
I believe.
okay,
Is that how persistent damage works, Cal?
I believe so. Yeah. So persistent damage does carry on. I'm just not sure when that takes effect.
Persistent damage
is a
runs its course.
condition. Positive damage.
Does the fact that he's standing in a river like mitigate that? or is
Okay.
it-
Now,
So
I think you're. I'm sorry. I think you're incorrect, Sam. So that 4d4, he has 4d4 because his cantrip is heightened automatically. So that's base damage. So he should be taking 24 damage, and then he takes on the persistent damage, he'll take 3d4.
I'm not seeing where it's heightened.
Heightened right at the bottom.
That would change
That's-
it to 3d4, whereas
No.
it did 4. So it is a good point, but I do believe that it is just because of the
You heightened it
heightened
plus
plus
2.
It's heightened plus 2. So you do
Oh,
that
okay.
twice.
Yeah, so you added 1d4. Okay, so I'll take that damage again. Did you roll critical damage, Will, or just normal damage?
I just rolled normal.
Okay, you need to roll
Okay, thanks,
critical damage.
There you go.
All right, that's another
Sweet, thanks, Nub.
12 damage. But there is going to be persistent damage, and I just want to figure this out before we move on.
So persistent damage is you take it at the end of your turn. So at the end of the
Gotcha.
monster's turn, it will take the damage.
Sweet.
Cool. Okay.
Hey, I have a whole turn. Actually, no, I don't. I was gonna say I'm gonna do something lewd, but I can't. I'm gonna end my turn off there. Sweet.
Okay. I'm gonna start swinging.
Bonk him and
Jeez,
be
that is going to hit. And as the cat is on fire, you look at it with pity. And you bring your axe down and chop its head off. And the cat's form goes limp and slowly begins to float down the river.
I'm feeling a little claustrophobic. I gotta squeeze out of here. Let's see, my movement is 35.
You'd be a crazy
Nah.
blood donor.
There you go, here with 20 feet. Okay. Then I'm gonna swing at the lizard here.
That is a miss, unfortunately. As the moist,
Oh, I'm
damp
missing out.
mist from the rushing stream loosens the grip on your axe, and you just hit it an inch to the left.
Ah. Alright.
Bro just
Well, I've
throws
done all
his
I
axe.
can do.
Good job.
Donker, you're up.
All right.
This guy's
Um,
blocking everybody again.
Can I get the restrained dropped?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I'm gonna run. Well, I guess I could just sudden charge. I am going to sudden charge.
Oh, that's a cool animation.
So cool.
Did it
Hey,
work?
now you can actually see
did.
it, really.
Yeah. It freezes for me too when I use it.
Okay, that's what. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, and then
Looks cool for the rest of us, though.
Yeah.
It's like a martyrship thing,
Very nice.
right?
I'm gonna do my strike.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh my god, he's dropping the ball. And then for my last move, I'm gonna grapple him. How do I? Is there a grapple option? I don't have that on
If
mine.
you do control space, you can.
There you go. It's on your
you
it's
can-
on your sheet.
Yeah.
Where?
It's on your actions sheet.
Oh shit. Nice.
Dang, I did 24 damage.
Okay,
Grapple the
so
lizard.
attempt an athletics check against its fortitude DC, which is 19. Give me a check.
Come on. Oh Jesus.
Oh, unfortunate. You
Hero
have
point.
incredible. You have you're expert and very strong, but this thing is a slippery snake, and
Can I
it
hero
just
point?
rides out of your. What's that? You may hero point this.
Hero point.
All right, roll me again. Roll it again.
Damn lizard.
That is going to hit.
Hey.
So
Hey, I resent that.
Sorry, Aurelian. And then yeah, I'm gonna grapple the lizard.
is it grapple or is it just grabbed in Pathfinder?
Uh,
Yeah. So
No.
he
the
gets
action
grabbed or
does-
restrained. So we'll just say he's grabbed.
Aurelian's low-key mad. God.
Okay.
Grabbed, yeah.
Is that
One
your turn?
short of a crit success.
That is my turn, yes.
Kevin, you're up.
10, 15, 20. All right. All right. No surprises here.
Dirge of Doom. Where are you placing it? Right there. Beautiful.
Bam.
Oh, it's a
and
cantrip. That's
then-
nice.
Oh yeah. I'll hit a little divine lance on this guy here.
Okay.
Where'd that go?
You are going to be shooting through Raylan, which is not possible.
Oh,
Under his legs?
This is one downside of the giant aspect.
okay.
I'm sorry for my largeness.
All good.
You did it deliberately, Raylan.
The giant monitor lizard is going to attempt to bite at Thonker at the arm that he's holding him down on. And that is going to hit.
Oh, that's a high.
What a
Attack
jerk.
roll. That is. Hit
Take
through.
11 damage. What are the conditions for grappled? How does he get out of it? If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost. Roll the check after spending the action, but before any effects are applied. So, you know what? You can revert that damage, if I'm understanding this correctly, if he fails on a DC 5 flat check. Here he goes. He passes.
What? Okay, and then this is a manipulation action?
I'm not really sure. How do we tell that? Like, is there a...
Yeah, I'm not. So there should be a manipulate tag on the action.
That was a
Yes,
flat check, so I'm going to say no, but would an attack be a manipulate?
Well, it sounded like in the description it said it was a manipulation action.
Minister first aid.
You must physically manipulate an item or make a gesture to use an action with this trait.
Would trying to free himself? Well,
I mean, I guess attacking with a weapon would be physically manipulating that weapon.
He didn't
But-
attack with a weapon, though. He used his jaws.
in that aspect too, it only says a ranged attack.
Okay. Yeah, if it specifies a ranged attack, then it wouldn't include melee attacks.
It says creature within your reach uses a manipulate or a move action. Makes it
Jesus, Will.
If it's not a manipulation, it's not. We'll call it.
I think it has the trait listed on the action, and in this case, it does not. So I'm going to say no. Fortunately.
Okay.
How does he get out of this grabbed attack? You're held in place by another creature. If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check, or it's lost. Roll the check after spending the action. So I guess he didn't roll. I didn't guess he didn't have to do that initial. All right, he's gonna map -5, bite at you one more time. Miss, map -10, and a critical miss. Aurelian, you're up. But before you have time to take your attack, you see a lumbering creature shifting in color, looking at you with dead, soulless eyes, slowly lumbering towards you.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to go there or there. I'm going to go there. That seems like a good spot to go. Yeah. So I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to target the monitor lizard, and I'm going to stick my tongue out at it, and then I'm going to hit it with my greatsword.
Okay, that is a critical hit. Oh boy. He's frightened and off guard, so Dirge of Doom allowed that to be a crit.
Nice. All right, rolling critical damage.
Good job, Dirge of Doom.
Oh, that's
That is
disappointing.
20 damage. And you did roll critical?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and that would be my turn.
Okay. Okay.
This giant chameleon is next. And it lumbers on over towards Aurelian. And it is going to stick out its tongue and whoop-ah! Pound you right in the head. That
How's
is
that for a tongue?
going to hit. If the chameleon hits a creature with a tongue strike, that creature becomes grabbed by the giant chameleon. The target isn't immobilized, but it can't move beyond the reach of the chameleon's tongue. The creature can sever the tongue with an attack that hits an AC 15 and deals at least 4 slashing damage. Okay, so you are currently grabbed.
Ow.
And it is going to then bite down on you with a map -5 and somehow miss. Not sure how that happened. He literally has you wrapped around in his tongue. What's the point of that? Like, that's crazy.
That is silly. Yeah, that's silly.
All right, that's its turn. Torok, you're up.
All right. Hey guys, this is a weird question, but do you happen to know how many different people that monitor lizard has hit? Is it just Thonker?
I think
Okay.
so.
If it's just
Yeah.
okay, sweet, thanks. I'm gonna move over here. I have a spell that does different, like more damage per things it's hit, so I was just checking. And I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp.
I'm gonna cast.
Do not cast.
Do not cast.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna cast. That's gonna hit by 6.
Oh, a 2 and a 1.
That is truly
It's
sad.
Guys, I gotta go. Actually.
That was on the monitor lizard, Will?
Yeah.
Spend a hero point on that damage roll.
He takes
Honestly,
3 damage. It just zaps the tip of Thonker's axe, and it's in direct contact with the lizard. And it kind of gives it a little jolt. Raylan, you're up.
I'm gonna end my turn now.
Okay. Can I squeeze past this giant guy?
No.
All right. Oh, from one giant to another. This ain't easy. All right. Well, we're gonna end this slimy guy.
Just whisk past.
That-
what?
You rolled a 2, and you hit by
Yeah,
plus
I have
2.
a plus 15. I literally
it hits
can't
by
miss this
2.
guy.
Well, it hits because he's frightened by Nub's spell there,
You could still miss on a nat 1.
and that is 20 damage. And the lizard gets its head again cut off. As
Oh, wait a
Thonker
second.
sort of recoils, as all of these attacks were dangerously close as he was holding it down, wrestling it in a headlock.
Sensory overload.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
back.
move. I'm
Overstimulated.
gonna move here, and I'm gonna strike.
Okay.
on the big guy. Map -5.
That is a miss,
it hurts.
unfortunately.
Okay. And I shrug.
Are we... Sorry, what did you send in the chat there, Nub? Are we in the top of the...
Whenever I just did a search for D&D,
Yeah.
that's
That's pretty cool.
The
what popped
Sherathian
up.
Chronicles, The Taint. That's awesome.
So funny.
All right.
Oh wait, did it actually show the taint?
No. This is just.
Now it's T.
That's the name of the past stream.
Oh, is that right?
All right. Is that your turn? Yeah, Thonker, you're up.
Oh God.
Does anybody mind that there's this tongue stuck to me? Does someone want to deal with that?
Yeah. Can I go for the tongue?
You very well may. It's an AC 15.
It's not bothering me that much. It's just kind of gross.
That's
Oh,
weird that
my-
it's hard
honest.
to dodge a tongue. Like, you think that would just be easy to hit that?
My
Change.
first move is to.
Okay.
Oh,
Change your
in
grip.
order to grapple, I needed a hand free, but it's a free action to drop a hand off.
That's
your-
correct. Yes.
So, an action to pick it back up.
That's gonna hit.
I'm gonna slice, and I guess
At
here's
least
damage.
4 slashing damage. Ooh, 12 damage.
Woo,
The tongue
is gone.
gets snapped. Bam! Directly down the middle, and it falls off and sort of goes limp around Aurelian's torso. And the chameleon makes no reaction.
Oh, that's creepy. He doesn't even care.
Gross.
And
Not even
then-
like doing the.
Yeah.
Yeah, his eyes wiggle a little bit. Looking at different points in the room.
If I
kinda like this
strike
guy.
the chameleon, that's a map -5, correct?
Yes.
You know what,
Okay.
guys? Call the fight off. This guy's chill.
I'm gonna hit him for my last move.
You don't care.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Bummer.
Kevin,
Oh, hey.
you are up.
Tree Trunks, make sure you have the enemy targeted, because right now you have yourself targeted.
Oh,
Oh,
is that the case?
Seppuku.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, target Thonker. Poor
Oops.
Thonker.
What the fuck is that?
Oh shoot, I didn't see. Did you hit? You hit, brother.
Oh.
Yeah, you hit. Roll some damage, but target the right guy.
All right, he's targeted now.
Bro, like, what? How do you hit yourself and miss?
Too strong, man.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right. It's Kevin who's up.
9 damage.
Yeah,
I have
that's
to
the last
move to
damage.
get around,
That's 3 times
Raylan,
what I
right?
dealt.
or am I squeezing by him?
I'll say you can shoot line of sight here.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come right at the corner there.
Like an
What's
awkward
this note?
engagement every time we get past railing.
He is frightened 1.
And Divine Lance.
And that's a critical. Sorry, you had the giant. You had this guy
the wrong
targeted.
target.
That's okay. You had a 28. That is going to hit. Roll for damage on this guy. Critical damage. Did
So
you
I
roll-
can't roll. I can't roll
Oh, okay.
critical on
So
spells.
he'll take double. Whew, 26 damage. Kevin's gotten tanky.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Aurelian.
Can you remove the grab condition?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah. So there's this chameleon that just gave me a lick that I did not consent to.
He licked you a rainbow.
You've been licked, sucked dry. Every combat, Aurelian's gotten violated.
This is really, yeah.
The combat before that, Raylan shared the most passionate kiss of his life with a very beautiful maiden.
Oh, right.
She is very beautiful to me.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna swing at him.
That's a critical hit. What's with the
Nice.
crits today, boys? Are you kidding me?
Oh, that sound was fun.
Because Critical Joel isn't stealing all of our 20s.
Yeah, honestly. He
Yeah,
just texted that he's coming, by the way, so I'm gonna come.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
And then you insta-kill it. How do you want to do this, Aurelian?
So so as the tongue like recoils from being cut, I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna use the momentum of the tongue to pull myself towards the chameleon, and then just like switch my sword into like an underhand grip and just like drive it right through the chameleon's head.
Badass. Gentlemen, congratulations. We've cleared the first, what you can see to be the first wave of monsters. Do we want to pause the token exploration and take a 10-minute break here?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Alrighty. We'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
So, can
And
you see
then-
that, Joel?
Yes.
What a cutie.
That is Bareem.
That's
Aw.
so cute.
He's super
And
cute
then-
until you hear him speak.
Oh no, I need to hear him speak.
No, I'm kidding. It's a cute voice too.
And then Bareem left to go to the village, saying he was very happy. Probably because like they're going to sacrifice us to their primitive deities or something. Anyways, yeah, and we followed him into this dungeon where we fought a snake and a vine and a big cat and a big lizard and a big chameleon.
I know
And
that.
yeah, now you're up to date.
R.I.P. Vine.
Sweet. That was a great summary.
Oh, you got to do it for the vine.
All right,
Oh, I thought you
gentlemen.
meant the guy we killed.
You don't have a token
did,
in
yeah.
here, so I'll bring that in for you, Joel.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Jungle Dungeon. All right, do you want to get yourself out of giant aspect there, Aurelian?
Yeah. I
Who was
always hear
blocking the path?
Aurelian when people say my name.
Sorry, I think I said Aurelian. My bad.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, I meant to say Raylan.
Oh, I'm going back to giant aspect then.
Right? Oh, you want a Aurelian to get out? Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, gentlemen. Carry forward.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
me too.
we just got attacked by the entire jungle there.
The whole jungle came.
Yeah, hey, are you guys all right?
Uh,
Yeah.
did anybody get hurt?
Yeah,
Is
is
anybody
You're
injured?
Like the guy in the
Is
memes who
anybody
catches
hurt?
The ball and then looks back.
Yeah,
Like those,
exactly. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
ladies
me.
all right.
Thunker, you doing all right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm good. But if anyone had healing, that would
Yeah,
also
we
be
used-
great.
We used to have a guy. You never met him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We used to have a
Oh,
guy
that
at our
was
party
yeah.
that could heal you up real good.
Man.
It's a shame like Kevin can't heal or anything.
Such a fucking
Ah,
shame.
yeah. It's a shame that we don't really
Such
have
a
anybody
shame.
who can heal. So if you wouldn't mind
Wait.
taking that healing from Lay on Hands.
You guys replaced me? What the hell?
No.
You guys were cheating on me?
We wouldn't do
Not-
that.
It wasn't replaced so much as he just kind of showed up.
The fairy
We
queen
weren't
replaced
asking
you.
for him.
A guy gets 7 years of his life stolen, you just replace him like that?
We just had a tag along, okay?
Just
Now
kidding.
take the
We
healing.
brought you back, bro.
I'm just kidding, guys. See, I can
back.
joke now. I tell jokes now.
Whoa!
Back to the void.
Who are you and what have you done with Thonker?
That's disconcerting, bro.
Oh, but yeah, I'll take a lay on hands anytime.
Oh, I'll lay hands on you anytime you want.
I'm gonna lay hands on this.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
please. You big green son of a bitch.
Uh-oh, we're about to
Guys,
get
we're
banned again.
Dwarf
Well, how
and
much-
dragonkin. Oh no.
How much did that heal you for?
Guys, our viewers are gonna write a fanfic about this if they catch wind of what we're doing.
Yeah,
Well,
what
when
did
he
that heal?
actually... Oh, sorry, I gotta... little
Can't stir up the
healing. There we go.
allegations.
All right, now you can take it.
Thank
I love
you.
the animation. That's cool.
I didn't
18
see it, but
healing.
He actually lays hands on.
Wow,
Ooh.
thank
Here goes Kevin.
Cool
Let's
attack
see.
there, Kevin.
23. He's our new. Kevin is our new cleric.
You're too kind.
Yeah, that's a lot of health, actually.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Don't fucking forget it.
Oh my
I feel
God.
right as rain.
Yeah, Kevin's a good mix of like attack and healing, actually. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Can I... While we've got this river here, I'm just gonna wash off the chameleon saliva.
Sure.
Kind of gross.
Oh, can I pull a tooth?
Hey,
Yes, you
back to
can.
the beat. In
Hell
love
yeah.
with the
Give me a strength roll.
Do chameleons have teeth?
We should actually look that up first. Do chameleons have teeth? I think they do. Little razor bitty boys.
I mean, he
think
went
so.
for a bite earlier, so he's
These
gotta have
reptiles
something.
possess an acrodont dentition, which means that their teeth sit vertically on the jawbone. Yes, they do. Little saw blade teeth.
Or like
Yeah.
dolphins. That's so sick.
I'm gonna try and grab one.
You
Hey,
are
this
able to
big,
grab
yeah.
one. Back to
Nice.
collecting, adding to his morbid collection, like nothing ever happened.
Hell yeah. Feels good to be back.
I wonder if he has any new teeth from his time away.
Hey,
I've
where'd
got
you
3
take that-
new fangs from Kevin there.
Hey, that's right. They're from
Ooh.
Bond.
So,
Hey,
Heyo!
Nat 20 by Kevin for perception. You see everything.
Right.
just perceiving whatever we can't, because we haven't. We just got out of combat, and we
Send
may
him the
still be
stat block
blinded.
to everybody.
You
Yeah,
see
so just perceiving everything, like I said.
you see a piece of paper behind this this large stone, Kevin.
Okay. I will. Go
It
over
is-
and grab.
It
This
appears
piece
to
of
be a
paper.
continuation of the scattered journal that you've found thus far. Are you able to read Dwarvish?
I am not.
It is written in Dwarvish.
Here you go, someone.
Well, me or the other guy can.
I'll do it. I can speak Dwarvish.
Right,
right.
Fine.
Top 10 voices that are getting older by the minute.
I'll read the letter.
Here, take the letter. It's not canon, but take the letter.
I've got here a cryptic note. It's written in Dwarvish right at the top. Cryptic note. It's here. I see it in my sleep. It's everywhere. Not one being, but all of it. Vines? Nature plays against the folly of mortals. Controlled? What have I done to incur this wrath? The fires cannot stop it. There's an ellipses at the end there.
Drums in the deep.
Yeah, kind of similar vibes actually. Everybody feel like.
Oh,
a
I spot another one of those assassin pines
hey, good spotting.
Uh-oh.
I didn't notice that.
up there.
Huh?
You know. Well,
Sounds like it's haunted.
Looks like it's pretty far off.
You do see it writhing off in the distance, sort of lashing out at passing bugs and fish in the stream, but it seems to be entirely unaware of your presence thus far.
Fair enough.
Hey, what's over here?
Cryptic note is open on the stream.
Hey, yeah, there's a little structure over here.
Oh,
You see a very primitive stone structure, perhaps an altar of some kind, but it seems to be unused and untouched for hundreds of years at least.
Don't get any ideas, Thorn.
Can I do a religion check to
You may.
try and see what the altar is venerating?
Yeah, you don't know what that is.
It's too old to tell anything of value.
Dang. I tried.
I'm gonna check my religion score, you guys.
Maybe if an orc were to drip blood onto it, something might happen.
What do you think, guys?
You
Is
better
it-
not.
Is it like dwarven in nature?
I
Can I
got
tell?
plus 12 religion.
Give me a history, or a, well, what kind of check would I require from that? Society. Give me a society check, Conker.
Oh god, that's not his strong suit.
Right.
It's, again, it might be, it's made of stone if that's what you're asking, but this is obviously an altar to some sort of divine deity that was built a millennium ago. It's very difficult to, see any recognizable shapes. The same goes for you, Torok, with your 18 there. It would be impossible to tell.
Fair enough.
Huh. That,
We should go north, boys.
that kind of looks like a particular sword that I recall from,
From a certain other universe.
Copyright
have-
strike. Shut up.
Yeah, our viewers they're gonna snitch, and it's a big.
Oh, and it's a Nintendo game too. They take that stuff seriously.
Yeah, we don't care if
They
you have
do.
0 viewers. You're going to die.
Right. You need to die. Is there like
we
a
get
sword there?
Let's go north.
I'm going to need an athletics check if you choose to get through these vines.
Okay, that's no problem. Yeah, I got a +2 in that.
Can I just
God.
chop them down?
Yeah, you can give me a strength check.
I got a 10. Is that good?
Okay, this is my strength check for cutting them down.
Oh yeah, no
Dang.
problem. You pave the path with your axe, slashing every which way and wreathing these vines back, melding the power of the dwarves into nature, and the way is cleared.
Thanks, Donker.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I'm gonna take a look at this sword.
It's beautiful and it's ancient. It's very shiny, and it looks very ancient. When you're trying to fill the word count for your essay,
Right.
Yeah, let me, is it like,
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can I also do a perception check for anything
Stop.
yeah.
strange in the room?
you may.
Take a long ride. Dang, that's a bad roll. There we go. That's a better one.
You notice something on the hilt of the sword that definitely sticks out at you.
Dang. Aurelian, there's something on the hilt of the sword there. It's really sticking out to me.
All right. I will take a closer look at the hilt and see if I recognize anything. Would that be
The hilt of the sword has a stone imbued inside of it. It's ornately placed, and as you look at it closer, you press on it with your thumb, and it kind of comes out of that holding on that hilt, and you pick the stone up and you look at it, and you can see that it's a rune of striking.
Oh,
Ooh. Well, that's handy.
that's really handy.
Yeah.
Magical crafting. If somebody has a weapon with a slot on it, I could help them out.
Well, it would have to be.
that gem, or you can save it up for the Crown of Wonder.
It would have to be a +1 weapon in order to imbue it with a rune.
Oh.
No, the +1 refers to the there's property runes, and then there is
Striking is a property rune, and that is.
oh, is
So,
it?
yes. So the way that works is for every plus a weapon gets, it has one slot for a property rune that you can then apply to it.
It so happens I have a +1 Wishblade.
Yeah. So that could be. Give that a striking rune for our caster. That seems like a very an excellent allocation of our resources.
I think our priority.
It is not a
should be-
property rune. It is a fundamental weapon rune.
Our priority should be equipping Conquer or Thorn.
Yeah, and
Striking rune.
I've been absent.
Wow.
So
Thanks
Thorn
for the
wants to take that
subscription, Blaze. We appreciate
What?
your patronage.
Hey,
thanks, Blaze.
Love you,
thank
Blaze.
you, Blaze.
And thanks for hosting the
Wow.
server, too. We love you even more for that.
Goat.
As far as those perception checks go, Kevin, you do notice behind this statue, there appears to be some light trickling through from behind it.
Weird.
Peculiar.
Very.
Huh.
There's a pretty
You know
flower
what?
by that sword too.
You know what? While we're before we go on and do anything else, there is a sword. It is in a stone. I would like to make it not in that stone anymore.
Give me a strength check.
I'd like to assist.
Okay.
Second.
You heave and heave on that sword with all of your might, and it doesn't budge.
Melon.
It
Yeah.
opens up. That's the solution to every one of my puzzles. Melon.
Yeah. Are
gotta
there
give
any
it a try.
inscriptions on the sword or on the pedestal into which it is thrust?
There are. There is a script of a kind that the dwarves recognize.
Ooh.
I think I might Oh, whatever.
I'm gonna kneel down and read it.
Oh, I'm gonna read that.
The dwarves, as you look at it, you recognize this script from being inscribed in different statues in Othron. However, it is, from what you can gather, ancient Dwarvish, and it is a dialect that you are not literate in.
Bummer. I'm gonna give it a tug though.
You're gonna go have a
The
tug?
sword.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm gonna give the sword and the stone. a
Donker,
tug.
you have changed, my friend.
It's coming
Give
out
me-
of his shell, man.
Give me a strength roll. Again, no cigar. The sword does not budge.
Conker's gonna pull the sword out of the stone and then take the stone.
Yeah, just take the rock, throw the stone away.
Kevin would like to try.
Give it a go. You
That's pretty
reef
good.
and you heave with all your might, and the stone stays secure. The sword does not budge.
I would
Look
like
at my-
to approach the sword And I put my hand on the hilt and I say, "It's okay. You can go when you feel like it." And I wait expectantly.
You
Man, I
hear
wish
the
somebody was
rushing
dead
of the
for me.
stream and the chirping of the jungle birds. Nothing happens.
Man,
That was-
the sounds
that
are
was-
beautiful.
Okay.
My best shot.
Aurelian is going to very, very nonchalantly, he's going to start walking away from the sword, right? And then he's suddenly going to turn around, rush up to it, and grab it, and try and pull it out. Catch it by surprise.
Nothing happens.
Oh, I'm going to try pushing it further into the stone.
What if we all try as the Pyre Pals? What if we all try and pull this out together?
Yeah, I like that idea.
And then we all have to wield it together too when we finally have it.
Power Rangers.
Yeah. The power of the sword. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Let's
I'm gonna
all
put my
go
hands
around.
around his
All right,
waist.
you all gather around the sword and grasp the hilt, and Torok holds Raylan's waist. And no, you all pull together, and nothing. Doesn't move an inch.
Did you say a stone fell out of the hilt?
Yes, it
Oh,
was
the
the rune of
striking rune.
striking rune.
Oh, the rune of striking fell
Yeah,
out.
that's the eclipse artist.
Yeah.
I wish I still had my mold earth spell. I would have used that on the stone.
Ooh.
Does anybody have any terrain modification spells?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, I've got a shovel.
Hey, that's a terrain. Yeah. Good old.
Oh
stick
my
on a
God.
rock.
I never brought a shovel because you had the mold earth spell.
Yeah.
So there's light up here, boys.
Yeah, I think we should move on from this.
All right.
I don't know if we should move on, but maybe
Okay.
the light will give us a clue to.
Maybe.
Investigate the light. Maybe there's like an elaborate series of mirrors, and we need to shine the light onto the sword with the mirrors.
I've never
Or
heard
we
of that
missed-
concept before.
Was that Willow?
missed
Is that a
the-
Willow reference?
We
You
missed
can
the
reference
sign
whatever
that
you want it
said-
to be.
The sign
Lennon,
that
what
said
do you-
push, not pull.
Right.
I tried pushing, okay?
Oh, you
Push it
did?
in.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, can I take a look at the light behind the statue?
As you approach the statue, you see it to be a very rudimentary caricature of a dwarf. Perhaps a dwarf. It's hard to tell. Very poorly done and primitive. But what you see behind the statue, you have to kind of push your head through the vines to see what's behind there, and you blink as your eyes adjust to the light, and you see something grand.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Vines hanging from the roof of the cavern that opens up and allows clouds and birds of all different tropical colors to escape through. And there's bridges that hold up the trees and connect the homes inside the trees. And you all begin to squeeze through that small little hole. Gentlemen, welcome to Ayumuin Village.
Ayumuin.
Ayumuin?
Ayumuin.
Ayumuin.
I'm gonna window that out and use that.
And
on
as
the second
soon
one.
as you guys all pop out, the last one that squeezes through the hole pushes you all, and you tumble down a hill, somersaulting, falling head first, right on in front of the Karawufu tree, and you see the familiar face of Barim, and he turns around and says, "What took you guys so long?"
A fricker sword!
He says, Come, it is the day of many happies!" And he runs down the path.
Wow.
But what do you mean by that?
Hey, where's our tokens at?
Oh shoot! It didn't. There's no tokens. It's a city map.
Oh, my apologies. Well, I'm gonna pretend to follow him.
So as we're walking, I want to talk to Raylan like in the back, out of earshot of people. Hey,
Okay.
buddy, how are you?
What's up?
Nothing. Hey, I just want to ask. There's something that's been burning in my head. What's up with the chickens?
You wanna? I feel far enough removed from that event that I could talk about it. Do you wanna get into that?
If you're okay with it, because the way that it affected you, I think could like really affect us moving forward. So I want to, if you're comfortable with it.
I'm obvious.
I don't want to
cool
push
with
it if you're not.
those things. I'm not cool with those things, but I could talk about it, and I could talk about it with the group. Next time we're all chatting together.
Are you okay if I bring it up in front of the group, or do you want me to just let it slide for now?
Yeah, just try not to call them that. You could just call them the little guys with the feathers.
Little guys with the feathers.
Or
Okay.
something like that.
All right. Cool.
As you guys are talking together, Bareem looks at you impatiently. Come! It is the day of many happies! To Pukalum Tavern, my friends! And he rushes and brings you up a series of bridges that wind up into the trees, and you approach Pukalum Tavern up at the top left of the map there.
Guys, this map is so cool. Like, I love the mist.
I'm
And
glad
the
you like
water
it.
is so
Took friggin'
sick.
10 hours, dude.
Catamaran boats were so epic too, dude.
Hey.
Yeah.
And Bareem is waiting for you at the entrance of Pukalum Tavern, expectantly, jumping up and down, shouting over and over, "It is the day of many happies!" And he runs over to this other little creature, and he goes, and he starts speaking in this very tribal language. And the more that Bareem talks, the more you realize that he has a very rudimentary grasp on the common tongue. He finds it difficult to fully accentuate the feelings that he has and represent himself accordingly, but he excitedly jumps up and down towards you can hear the name Bainesbach over and over. He keeps jumping up, and you notice a green stone on the tip of the staff of this Bainesbach.
Oh no.
And it gives off an aura of shimmering, pulsating power. And Bareem runs back to you and says, "My friends, today is the day of many happies. We're so happy for you. We must find the patron of many happies." And he runs over to the left. And he starts conversing with this guy in this tribal language, and they come over. And all of these creatures begin to pile around, and they hold up the middle blue furry guy, and they lift him up on their shoulders, and they start to dance, and they start to sing, and they start to laugh, and the little guy with the blue fur, who you can surmise is named Smigbert, seems to be absolutely elated.
Oh,
Absolutely
Oh,
elated
Smigbert.
that today has been chosen by his tribe to be his day of many happies.
Wow.
And Bareem is trying to sort of translate what's going on to you, but he's so erupted in excitement and happiness that he says, "Come, my friends, day of many happies!" And he just runs out of Pukalum Tavern.
I fuck with Smigbert.
We're gonna have to slaughter these guys.
Oh.
No, what are the dimensions of this room? Is it fireball?
Oh, it's very fireable.
It's very fireballable.
Small and wood.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
So
Just
if
on a
you
hunch.
go back and look at the VOD, whenever Sam brings up the picture on the stream, my smile is like the fucking cringe. Because that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, I'm fireballing this
Oh my
village.
gosh. Osama bin Kevin over here.
Aloha
It's gonna be very-
snack bar, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's gonna be very sad when we have to.
No, we don't have to do that, guys.
Hey, yes, we do.
No,
You don't
I know
have
I'm the
to.
one- I know I'm the one who brought it up. However,
Too late. We're doing it.
Oh, come on.
They all of the the little furry creatures lead you down into the center of the village, and they all are holding Smigbert on their shoulders. And these little furry creatures gather from far and wide, pouring out of these little treetop huts as they all begin to cheer. And Smigbert is on top of the world as he's thanking everyone, and he's throwing leaves and little bits of twine out. You've never seen a little creature as happy as he. And they bring him near the chieftain's hut, and they place
very sad when this
Smigbert
turns
on the
out.
table here.
No,
And
something terrible.
Smigbert
It's gonna be
bows,
very
and
happy.
Bareem
Very sad when this turns out to be.
stands behind him, carrying a large stone, and says, "Smigbert's
no.
day of many happies!" And he takes the stone and crushes Smigbert's head, sending bits of fur, blood, and guts across the altar table. And all of the little creatures turn around and cheer excitedly. And they begin to gather his blood from the crevices that it drains down from the stone table. And Bareem collects some of the blood in the cup, and he runs up to Kevin. "Day of many happies!" And he offers you the cup.
No thanks.
They all look at you, reject this drink, and a hush falls over the crowd. And he, once more, "Day of many happies?"
I'd like to elbow Kevin.
A day of many happies.
He hands you the cup.
I hold the cup.
They all look at you, and
Raylan says, "Give me that."
And I'm like, day of many happies.
you pass it to
And
Raylan? Or
I'll-
you
I'll take a sip.
okay. It's very much blood. It's quite nauseating.
I'll say, day of many happies, and I'll hand it back to him.
Okay. As soon as you take that sip, the little furry creatures erupt in elated joy, and they begin to fill the cups with the blood that's spilling out, and they pass it all around, and they begin to kind of dance around you guys. And Bareem says, "My friends, you are prophesied. The day of many happies. We are so happy that Smigbert got to be your day of many happies. Please come." And he runs off past the chieftain's hut into the Elder's Hall.
Oh, I didn't get a sip?
Oh, they passed it around to everyone. Anyone who would like to partake can drink of
Okay.
Smigbert's
I
blood.
did not take a sip. So
I
I really like Big Bart. I thought he was super cute, man.
Aurelian is looking very, very uncomfortable with this situation.
Yeah, I'm unhappy about this. In
Oh,
fact,
we're killing them all.
I'm gonna pull Kevin aside, and actually, I'm just gonna pull everyone aside before we head in the Elder Hall. And I'm gonna say, look, listen, if the opportunity arises, we need to get as many of them in one location as possible. I say we play our cards. I say we get them all in one location, like the hall. And then I'm gonna look to Kevin. I'm gonna go, and do you know where I'm going with this?
Oh, yeah. So
It's a
here's the
shame.
thing.
Kevin has the gravity spell too.
Oh,
Go on though. Sorry.
Would you like to play the rest of my character, or can I? I was going to do that. Well, damn. So yeah, We're doing that. We'll kill them all.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's our backup plan.
And then we need that stone.
Yeah, but I don't like these guys.
no.
Well, I mean, if they're... You know what? No, they killed Smigbert.
They
I
killed
had,
Smigbert.
I developed an immediate emotional attachment to Smigbert,
Me too.
and so now that
He was
they
my
have killed him in the most brutal fashion possible,
Was he unhappy about that though? I think Smigbert, and this is Raylan talking. I think Smigbert was pretty happy to go out that
human
way.
sacrifices will stop.
I think that he was happy about it because he didn't know any better.
I don't think you knew any better. I think we have an opportunity-
to impose our culture on this wonderful tribe.
Well, they're
We're the
savages.
firepower.
They need actual culture there. They need to be, dare I say, colonized.
Let's let's hear them out.
They
Let's talk
have-
them out first.
They have oil.
You know what they also have? A labeled map of their village.
Those are a dime a dozen. Everybody's got one of those.
I'm not going to say that the conquistadors didn't go far enough.
All right, so let's put this into perspective here. Number one goal is that stone. That's obviously an Eclipsar stone. We need it. So that's goal number one by any means necessary. If a few furballs got to get singed on the way, then I mean, hey, shit happens.
We should also try and figure out if they know what happened to the dwarven Astral Emissary that was, I assume, passed through here.
For sure.
So step one is information gathering.
Yeah.
Step two is plan fireball.
Step
It's
2
also
is
possible-
gather. Step
Are we
3
really
is
gonna-
fireball.
Because they killed one of their own who was willing, are we gonna do something much worse to all of them?
Well, no,
It's
here's
possible that these guys are stronger than they look as well. They do have an Eclipsar stone as a staff. It might mean that they're capable of hurting us too.
But it's fireball.
It is fireball.
Well, how about this, right? So to allay your compunctions on this matter, I propose that we present to them a choice, an ultimatum, if you will. The sacrifices will stop, or we will stop them.
Kevin's indifferent. He doesn't care either way. He's
What if we just-
excited.
Guy.
What if we just kidnap the guy? Like we
a good
do
idea.
a stealth mission, we take him, we take what we need, and we
That's
just get
actually
out
not
of
bad,
here.
yeah.
Okay,
What if
I
we-
think we might be getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I like that plan, but I think we should get the information first.
Yes.
But if
And
we
then circle
kidnap
back
him,
to
then we can get the info.
I like
Well,
it.
oh,
Thorn's
shit, he's
idea
right.
better than the genocide one.
Let's hear them out. Let's
Like
hear
they're
them
so
out.
brainwashed, you know.
Doesn't
We can
have to
save
be
them.
genocide.
Yeah,
We don't have to kill them.
Wait,
I
do you
agree. I'd
remember
rather
what
not
you...
kill them.
Oh, actually, never mind. I wouldn't know. I wasn't there.
Oh shoot!
He just woke up.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, that's tough because you have a point to make. That's funny though. Good job.
Kind of like when Raylan was asleep, when that orc, the arts and culture orc, the anus tickler.
He got to me. He got to me. Maybe arts and culture are the way. I don't know.
All right, let's go see what he has to say first.
So,
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd like
Can
to
make
follow
this-
Bareem into the Elder Hall?
Sure.
I'm gonna
Alright.
have Bonk outside, kind of standing guard.
Okay. You follow him into the Elder Hall, and you can see all of these, a bunch of these little furred creatures in tribal ceremonial garb, all bowing down as you enter. And inside, you can see a statue of a dwarf. It's unmistakable. This one has been well maintained, carved probably 1,000 years back, but meticulously maintained, and littered around it are pieces of paper, different like shoulder plates that you can tell are obviously of dwarven origin, and different relics that have things to do with dwarven culture and people. A piece of paper does stand out to you that is placed upon the foot of this altar.
Can I go read it?
Yeah. Torek, it picks your eye up as you obviously saw the last couple, and you recognize this to be of the same. Would you read it, please?
January 3rd, 1034, second astral convergence. Months have passed since my encounter with the curious Wooglin tribe. Is that how you pronounce it?
Wooglin.
Wooglin, thank you. And I find myself mesmerized within their secluded enclave. In their midst, I have witnessed a way of life both primitive and profound, marked by a primal connection to the land and a fierce loyalty to one another. Despite their brutal customs, there is an innocence to these creatures that tugs at my heartstrings. After much contemplation, I have made a decision that weighs heavily upon my soul. I have entrusted the Eclipsar stone into the care of the Wooglin chieftain, employing subtle illusions to convey the semblance of divinity. Though it pains me to deceive these gentle beings, I am convinced that their isolated sanctuary will safeguard the stone from falling into the wrong hands. I cannot help but cast my thoughts back to Otheron, where the fiery air of the Forge Master's Hall once fueled my spirit. Oh, how I long to once more breathe the smoldering breath of the forge and hear the clang of the hammer upon anvil. Yet duty calls me forth, and I must heed its summons, even as uncertainty gnaws at the edges of my resolve. As I take my leave, I pray that my presence has not drawn the attention of the unseen watcher, and that the shadow that haunts my steps may be lured away from this sacred realm.
Sacred realm, guys.
Damn, that was a fire note.
I didn't write it. Yandri did.
I didn't say that.
And Bareem sort of
Wow.
looks at you expectantly with a massive smile on his face.
I'm gonna look at Bareem, and I'm going to say, tell us of your prophecies.
What? He says. He hasn't learned that word, obviously.
The stone.
What do you know about us? Oh, sorry, go on.
He looks at you. Stone?
Stone.
Expectantly. I don't know if you guys picked this up, but and I guess I probably should have added some more context to the journal. Now that you were reading it back to me, I realized there is some stuff you should know. So let's just pretend this was in the journal entry. Eandri was obviously viewed as divine by employing small telekinetic hand, small little illusionary spells to convince them of such, and he decided to teach them common. The priests of Eandri are the ones that have had the common tongue passed down to them over the generations, albeit very poorly. It's like playing a game of linguistic telephone from generation to generation, and Bareem has a very poor semblance of the common tongue in his tool belt.
That's fair.
Would the guy with the staff maybe understand us better?
Well, let's chat with him.
You could try. He's not here at the moment.
Oh,
He's
is
not
he
in the
not?
Elder Hall.
Okay.
No.
Oh, he did not come with us. Okay. Are there any other scraps of notes or anything around? We haven't read?
Yeah, there's a few more pieces of paper.
All right.
And
I'm gonna.
It's not.
collect those.
It's not written down. It's illustrations of it's hard to make out what it is. A long tail, maybe a turtle or something, a rocky back, and you can see red clouds and black clouds drawn above it. It looks like cave art. Obviously something scary.
I'm gonna grab one of the illustrations and I'm gonna go to Barim and I'm gonna go, do you know what this is?
He looks at you and shakes his head. Oh, a day of many happies. And he beckons you outside.
Is there a fire inside the building?
There is, yes.
Like a fireplace? I'd like to pull my pipe out, and I take some of the lushland leaf, and I'd like to light my pipe using the fire, and I stick it in my mouth.
As soon as you do that, before you can put it in your mouth, one of the Wooglins is coming before you, presenting a peace pipe that's already lit. And they walk up to you and hold the pipe towards you. It's got feathers on it, and it's...
I graciously accept the pipe, and it's lit. It's lit already.
It is, yes.
I'd like to offer my pipe for him to try.
You can see Barim look at him and kind of chase him off, and then he takes the pipe from you, and then he passes it over to Thonker.
Oh,
okay.
yes, don't mind if I do.
Some new habits were formed in the Fey realm.
So there's a bunch of people in here in like traditional garb and stuff.
Yes, they appear to be shamans of some sort.
Well, as everybody's smoking their peace pipes and everything, Kevin wants to sort of stand, not in the middle directly in attention, but like where a lot of people can see me. And I cast telekinetic hand, and the hand comes up and starts waving to everybody.
You hear a chorus of "Ooh," as all of them look at the hand, and Barim looks at it and drops towards the hand into a deep worshipful bow.
And as like the hand is mimicking Kevin's hand gestures, so they can see, like, I'm controlling it.
They're not even looking. They're all just faces buried into the floor of the Elder Hall.
I'd like to offer my peace pipe to the telekinetic hand.
Let me just check something real quick.
I think that's under the weight limit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The telekinetic hand will take the peace pipe and float it over to Kevin. And Kevin will start to draw, and I'll pass it to Torek with the telekinetic hand.
Do I have telekinetic hand? I don't. I'll just
Is it a
pan
cantrip?
conventionally. Yeah, it is. I'll just take it conventionally. Take a puff. And
Okay.
I'll pass it off to Thorn.
As you guys are doing this, all of the shamans dare not leave their little bushy Wooglin faces from off the ground, but they continue their stance of bowing, and they just kind of leave backwards out of the Elder Hall, and all that's left is Barim, and he stands up. And he just takes out his own pipe and just starts puffing away, kind of giving you guys the side eye.
Hey, we invented that move. The bowing and back
Right?
It was foreshadowing.
Like 130 feet down to the portal.
All right.
I'd like to get my pipe that I got from Woolrots.
Okay. You may... Yeah, you want to take it back from Barim?
Oh, you know what? I look at Barim, and I look at Kevin, who has my peace pipe. Or no, you passed it.
Yeah.
Mark, you have it.
I gave it.
Hey,
Thorn.
thanks for the
Thorn has
following,
it.
the gaming master.
Hey.
Very nice.
Thorn, do you have my peace pipe?
Yes.
Thorn, I don't have it.
Yeah.
Not trying to smuggle it.
I'm gonna get that back, right?
Yeah, no, it's all yours. It's all
Wait,
yours.
who's got the lighter?
Okay.
I
they
assumed
don't-
you lit it with the brazier in the middle.
So
How would you do that?
I tell Banana, you can keep that.
Banana. His name is Barim.
Bamboo banana.
I tell Bareem, you keep that.
Rating with a party of 11. Thank you, Gaming Master Eric.
Hey, that's sick.
That's another
thank you.
11 viewers. Just got done with my session. Figured I'd share the love. Thank you so much, brother.
Appreciate it.
That's sick.
Thank you.
Focus on your story. Okay, shut up.
Okay, so I tell Bareem, you keep the pipe.
He looks at you and he doesn't. You can tell that not a whole lot's going through his head. He just kind of nods at you, and then his face, his expression furrows. He says, "Day of many happies," and he beckons you outwards, sort of pointing to the picture that Thonker's holding.
Okay, well, we'll follow. I will at least follow.
I'd like to follow his lead, and I'd like to grab my peace pipe from Thorn on the way.
That's that thing.
Okay. Is that going to be like a contested roll, or is this
No.
consensual?
We're all good. We're all good.
Oh man. Yeah. So as you walk out, Bareem, I'll just show we've got an influx of new viewers, so I'll just show you what Bareem looks like here. This is little Bareem, the tribal Wooglin, and he beckons towards the altar of many happies, where Snigbert had his head crushed in brutally. And you can see all of the different Wooglins, primarily the women and the children, collecting little bits of his body and dismembering it and bringing it back down towards the way that you came to Ayumuian village originally.
Women.
Can we see Smigbert one more time?
Yeah. In loving memory of Smigbert.
Oh man,
Smigbert.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Bruh, he
Aw,
was so
Smigbert.
cute,
He was my favorite one.
too. Me too. Like, but even before.
All right,
Ah.
carry on.
He was elated.
Tragic.
I will have you know.
Yeah, I guess.
It was a great honor for Snigbert.
That's weird. All right, I guess it was.
All right, Broom, where are we headed?
Oh, it's a different name every time.
Just intentionally butchering Bareem's name. You watch as the trail of pilgriming Wooglins are carrying the dismembered parts of Snigbert's body up towards the uphill cavern from which you just fought through, and they're all peering in and one by one going in single file, carrying bits of Smigbert in and pushing them into that hole. And as soon as they do, they run back.
Oh, that's weird. Can I take a little look and see what they're doing? Should I roll perception?
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception roll.
Sounds good. Here we go. It's in chat. In Boundary chat, not stream. 22.
22. It would appear that you can see that their demeanor is of great joy during the ceremony of many happies, this brutal custom that they had greeted you with, and their moods were elated. But as they slowly travel south through the village and push bits of their loved one through that hole, you can see their demeanor shift and change from that of blatant fear, and they scurry back. And as this pilgrimage of women and children, Wooglins, are walking down south, what you can only assume to be the village elder or the chieftain, the one with the staff with the stone on top, stands next to you, and you can tell that he knows he's in the presence of greats, but he nonetheless tries to remain gruff and tough, and puts his shoulders back and puts his stick down, and sort of like in a military parade where all of the officials are standing watching the soldiers walk by, and he's welcomed you in as the admiral's at his side.
Right. I'm gonna sort of lean to him and say, "What are they feeding over there? Where are they putting the remains?"
He looks at you and kind of looks over to Bareem, and Bareem goes, "What are they?
Oh, so he doesn't speak.
And he goes to you and he says, "Banana."
Banana.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's what you, Lyndon. You said it before it was cool.
You perceive that perhaps there may be error in translation here.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to get a whole lot out of them.
Kevin wants to cast telekinetic hand and wave.
I wonder if the message cantrip. No, I don't.
As soon as you cast telekinetic hand, they all drop down and whoa in awe.
It's just a
including
flexing session.
Brainsbach.
Bainsbach begins to shudder a little bit and look over and give you a deep bow, but then he pretends to sort of regain his composure.
Yeah, so Kevin just wants to keep like inching up, but just like telekinetic hand, and like it's very obvious that I'm controlling the hand, mimicking my hand movements. And
as soon as you do this in front of Bainsbach, he takes his staff with two hands and he gently pokes you in the chest. Woogabu! Woogabu!
oh,
And Bareem looks at you and says, "You, day of many happies, the danger."
Uh-oh.
the danger.
He grabs the picture. He grabs the picture from Thonker's hands and shakes it in front of Kevin. The day of many happies. And he points over to the hole where they were stuffing little bits of Snigbert inside.
So they're feeding the danger, who they now think is Kevin. I guess is that the consensus?
Or did the Astral Emissary... Did he fight the danger?
Maybe.
Or did...
I mean,
Yeah, wait,
Yes.
can we ask what happened to that guy, the statue? Did we ever find that out?
Bainsbach. Where's our friend? Where did he?
Bareem?
Yeah.
Bareem,
He's
sorry.
over back at the Elder Hall.
No, he's with you the whole time. Sorry.
Okay. Sounds
Barsoom?
good.
Is there any pieces like near the hole that they may have like hastily put up that I could pick up with telekinetic hand and shove in?
No, everybody's been paying their due diligence to their. You can tell that, like, the general perception of the Day of Many Happies is that Snigbert was elated to be chosen. He was obviously giving his life for the good of his people, which is the greatest honor that can be bestowed upon a Wooglin. Second, all of them have been dealing with his body parts very, very carefully and with a lot of reverence and love. And while this ritual seemed immediately incredibly brutal and savage, you can tell that there's love and unity within these people, and they love Snigbert very dearly, and they were super happy for him to experience his day of many happies.
Well, we love Smigbert too.
May not be evil, merely misinformed, but dreadfully so.
Thanks for the follow,
Oh, nice.
Captain Gus Gus.
What my goal with the telekinetic hand is to like show them that I too like that we're worthy of the stone, and to get the stone without having to kill all these guys.
We need to kill whatever's on the other side of that hole, I think.
Maybe that's a
Yeah.
good point.
I mean,
I agree.
well, I think if we can kill the danger, right?
Let's go kill the fucking danger then.
Then we can convince them that the human sacrifices will stop.
Yep. And no more Smigberts
Right.
have to die.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm upset about that. Justice for Smigbert.
We're gonna convert them to Catholicism.
The conquistadors roll through a Yumuin village.
Holy shit.
It's what's gonna happen. I mean, like, get me one of those peaked helmets. I'm all in.
Right. Wrap like
Alright.
some like cloth around it.
So you guys would like
I-
to
I-
go
So
back
I want to
to
go
what you
up to a banana boat, and
You gotta say their
that-
names. I don't know what you're referring to.
I don't know. Everybody else has been calling them everything.
Bareem.
Whatever.
What's our
So go up to Bareem and say, "We fight the danger."
He looks at you, and his eyes go wide, and he just immediately drops into a bow, and Bainesbach, the village chieftain, takes his staff and places it on two of his outstretched furry paws and bows down like this.
Like in offering it?
Yeah, in offering.
Okay.
And I will take the staff.
And as you go to take it, he reaches and grabs it back and points to the hole. And then again.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I understand.
It couldn't have been that easy.
Right.
Of course not.
Well, gentlemen would form a rank.
I will bow to Bainesbach and say, "Day of many happies."
Day of many happies.
They
do know that in common.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then let's go fight the danger.
All
Day
right.
of many happies. Let's fight it.
All right.
Day of many
Tanks
happies.
up front.
You guys go back the way you came into the dungeon that you had cleared for the most part, but this time, as you're passing through, you're kind of squirming through pieces of dead Smigbert, and it's quite nauseating, and the taste of his blood still lingers in your mouth as you had a sip of the ceremonial cup, and you're squeezing through this opening, and you can see that they've thrown his parts pretty far, probably a good 20 or 25 feet, almost near the hilt of the sword. And you hear something moving. Something loud. You feel the ground shaking. And suddenly, from upstream,
Oh man.
stumbles a massive creature.
A dinosaur.
Oh, Jesus.
Slowly,
Ankylosaurus.
and it looks up, and it rears its head. Gentlemen, roll for initiative.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, I'm an ARC player. I know this. This is my time.
Wow.
The worst thing to get a
natural
to get a
20.
20 on.
Wait, Joel didn't get the nat 20?
What? Critical, Joel? What?
Oh, I got one too.
What do we do with two nat 20s? Torak, you are
Yeah,
first.
That is the least helpful thing to get a nat 20 on. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, use all your
You
nat 20
got-
luck up on that.
Right. I'm gonna get a nat 1 now. I would like to use. You know what? I don't think this will work, but I'm gonna cast Befuddle. I'm gonna put that in chat.
Okay, he's going to make a DC 22 will save. He does have a plus 16. That is going
Okay.
to succeed.
It's a good litmus test to see what his stats are, anyways. I guess right, guys. I'm gonna cast the glass shield as well, and that's going to end off my turn. Kevin.
Kevin is
Get
up.
your shots in now before I go big, Kevin.
Hit your
Oh, yeah.
shots, Kevin.
Absolutely.
Bro's blocking
Literally.
all our views.
All right, so I will target him, and I will cast Thunderstrike.
Okay.
Need
That
a
is
save
going to be a
DC.
reflex. Here he goes. That is a success, unfortunately. Is he going to take half damage there?
I don't know.
I think it would be half damage unless he does a critical success. If it doesn't specify, I believe it is.
All right, we will take half damage for that.
Bam.
Guys, this music is bumping.
And that'll end my turn.
All right.
This is so
The
fire.
Ankylosaurus is up next, and it is going to run towards Raylan and batter him and stomp on him with its large prehistoric feet. Oh, did it target itself, I think? Yeah. Does it
It
29?
occupies a 3x3 space. So
Okay.
it can hit me from there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So a
Wait,
29...
did it just... Oh, never mind. It didn't move then?
No, sorry. That is going to hit, rolling for damage. Please take 14 damage. It's going to take its large armored and spiked tail and swing it, crushing the rocks next to you with a map -5. And it is going to miss. You duck as the rocks get strewn across. And the thing makes a mighty roar. And it is going to strike one more time at Raylan with its feet with a map -10. And it's a miss. Raylan, you're up. Retaliate.
Oh, I'm alive. I rage.
Hey, you don't sound very angry.
Appearing as a giant.
Right, Jay.
Hi. I grow to a giant size and I swing at this beast.
It is a miss.
With the trend.
As soon as you bring your axe down upon its head, it just glances off from its incredibly strong hide. It's as if you're hitting stone. Donker, you're up.
Watch my axe there.
What a powerful creature.
Well, I'm not hitting very hard, so I am just going to take 3 attempts at a grapple.
Okay.
Oh, smart.
You're going to grapple this big boy? Don't you have the Titan wrangling?
I do have the Titan wrestler.
Oh, cool.
Crazy.
So
that is so badass.
I actually fucked to grapple. I think I need to move one, so it's 2 attempts at a grapple.
Okay, and this is an athletics against his fortitude DC, which will be...
It's going to be big.
Oh boy. That is a 26.
Oh,
dang.
Here we go.
Right.
Oh, no, sir.
Not
That is
gonna do it.
not going to work. 14.
Okay, I'm going
You
to
can do
grapple
it,
him
though.
again.
That's doable.
Again. No cigar. Getting close. Is
You
your
got it,
third
though,
grapple
bruh.
going to hit?
You just need a 12.
Third grapple.
It's
Here
This
we
would be a
go.
funny thing to watch
Oh!
IRL.
The nat 20 is what it took. Incredible.
I'm going to jump on his back. I'm going to put him in a headlock.
And you see the little dwarf getting bucked around as he's got this massive prehistoric ankylosaurus wrangled in between his forearm and his bicep.
Mom, get the camera!
What are you
Aurelian.
gonna name him?
This reminds me of Monster Hunter, you guys.
Yeah.
You can do that. Oh, that's so cool.
Aurelian, you're up.
All right. Yeah, so I am going to, for starters, I'm going to cast Litany Against Wrath on the Ankylosaurus. So that's a DC 22 will save.
Okay, here he goes. And he will be succeeding that by 6.
Oh,
He
tough.
wills it.
Okay.
He's got a strong will, doesn't he?
All right. So it'll only take effect on the first attack that he makes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Then I will move up to right in front of him. And with my final action, I'm going to strike.
And it is,
And
unfortunately, a
His
miss.
armor.
Torok,
Oh,
you're
very
up.
sad.
Okay, you guys. Let's take a look at this little spell list I've got. I'm going to... How many of y'all has he hit? Just
One.
Just one. Okay. I am going to... command won't be very helpful. I'm going to use Produce Flame. And I'm going to make that into a ranged attack. So I'm going to make an attack roll.
Okay.
That's...
That is
18.
going to hit. Make sure you target
Nice.
him, Will, so you get the automatic...
That's a good point. Thank you. I'm going to roll for damage.
Joel, you're not in the combat.
Oh, what?
End
Oh, yeah.
damage.
I did
Right click on your
roll.
character. Yeah.
There, he's in now.
Okay.
Alright.
Did that damage automatically land?
That is...
Just
Yeah,
10.
that's 10 damage. That definitely hits.
Very nice.
Although you see the
Thank you.
flames sort of licking around his stone hide, and it
Right.
seems to not do too much.
You don't care that much.
Is that your turn?
Well, I'm gonna put out a glass shield just for shoots and giggles, and then I'm gonna end my turn. Sweet.
All right, Kevin, you're up next.
Okay. DOD in the same spot, so I'm not putting the 30-foot thing. Then I am going to cast 5, 10, 15, 20. I got line of sight. Void Warp.
Oh, cool.
Jeez, okay, here he goes. And that is a success, unfortunately.
Oof, dang.
Hey,
He is going to use Trample, which is a 3-action move.
Wait, is he still restrained though? Am I grappling him?
he...
is grabbed
Yeah,
off
you're
guard
right.
and immobilized.
So I feel like we need to get to the bottom of this. If he succeeds on a DC 5 flat check, is this grapple effect completely gone? Is that what that says? You're held in place by another creature, giving you the off-guard and immobilized conditions. If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed a DC 5 flat check,
Oh, I just clicked it.
or it is lost. Which would kind of take the oomph out of the grapple effect if you can just roll anything over a 5 and get out of it.
That would.
I clicked it too.
Oh yeah, if
Yeah.
you click DC 5 flat check. it rolls
Yeah,
the
that's
best.
weird.
But it looks like it is a DC 5.
All right, I guess that's what we're going to go with here. And that is a success, a critical success. He managed to flick Thonker, and he sends him flying across,
What?
but into the stream, but you manage to get back up, and he charges. Using a trample, I'm going to need a DC 24 basic reflex save. The monster strides up to double its speed and can move through spaces of creatures of the listed size, trampling each creature whose space it enters. So it can go double its speed. Its speed is... Sorry guys, hang on.
No, no worries.
I don't know. What's his speed? 25, so he can go 50 feet.
Freaking quick. Oh, that's
He's going
towards
to
me.
come over here and trampling.
That's
Of
where I
the
am.
listed size, medium or smaller, so this will not affect Raylan. So he is going to fly through. I need a check from Aurelian, Thorn, and Torok.
What check's that going to be?
I'm
You
gonna
can
give
click-
him a butt slap as he charges past.
Just a little pop. Torok, I'll move you there. I will just throw his ability in chat, and you can click on. You can click on the DC 24 reflex save just through chat there.
Is that just the public roll in the bottom left?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, just give me a reflex save. So it should be in your character sheet.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Oh man, I'm a little nervous. I haven't gotten hit in a while. I shouldn't be saying that all the time.
So
You're
Thorn failed, Aurelian succeeded, and Torok.
I've yet to find the save. Unfortunately,
It's in the left side of your character sheet.
Oh, it's on. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Thanks. Oh, I actually have a +10 to that.
And that is
Oh.
a fail, unfortunately. So this thing just thunders through and sends. Luckily, Aurelian sidesteps, and it just completely motors through Thorn and Torok, sending them flying.
Dude, how much damage is that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 55.
A half damage on a successful save, so he does still hit Aurelian, but you do take half damage. And I'm just trying to find.
I wish I had that ability.
Oh, it's his
Ballistic
melee
strike.
foot. Yeah, it's his melee here.
Oh
So we're
man.
gonna it automatically hits, obviously. So we're gonna roll damage. Aurelian, you can take half this. Thorn and Torok can
Oh,
take the
yo.
full amount.
I'm glad it's not that much. That got me scared, you guys.
All right, Raylan, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Yes. Can I guess I can move past. I can move right here, right? Yeah, I should be able to. Like, I can make that.
Yep,
move.
you can move within friendly spaces. Yep.
Okay, that's 10 feet, so I'm gonna swing on this guy. There we go. Oh yeah.
That is going to hit, my
Hey,
friend.
very
But you're
nice.
1 away from...
Oh, 33.
He's so strong.
Christ.
He is off guard and flanked right now, which takes
Right.
away 2 of his AC.
Nice.
26 damage. Finally, you see Raylan as the giant just come in and BAM! Make a massive impact on his exposed, fleshy behind as he slowly stumbles to try and turn around.
You guys saw a butt slap. I was actually calculating where the
Right.
soft part was.
Yeah.
You did a little
Where it's
squeeze just to
unarmored.
see how soft it was. Whoa.
And again, that is going to hit by 1 because he is flanked by Torek and Kevin.
Yeah, I'm really flanking him right now.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm in
Sam,
the water,
I
face down.
forgot to mention it, but
Right,
when he
his
made that
damage.
trample attack,
Yep.
so he's got to take the 3d6.
3d6.
From the,
Rolling this now. Slash 3d6. Oof. He takes 4 damage from your residual attack.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. And Thorn.
Okay. Still dazed. I'm gonna run up to the sword and try pull it out, see if it'll come from the needed mode.
That's awesome.
That's sick. Good idea.
All right, give me a strength check.
Okay.
He looks pretty strong. That's actually funny. You could probably slit your palm like on the blade.
Yeah, maybe it needs a blood sacrifice.
Cannot see it.
It's your athletics. So it'll be under your skills or
Yeah, okay.
proficiencies.
When in
And then
doubt, blood
athletics,
sacrifice.
Hey,
Yeah.
we got a lot of blood to go
So
around.
sorry, are you cutting yourself here?
Oh,
right?
can I pull it out and cut myself at the same time?
Yo,
As
you roll
give
low
it,
enough.
as you give it an initial grasp on the handle, you don't feel any wiggle room, but there is an exposed blade.
Okay. Yeah, I want to cut myself on it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm slow motion going, no.
Yeah. Like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah.
As soon as you drip blood on it, Thorn disappears.
No.
Really?
Oh
joking.
no!
Yo. Shoot.
Of course.
Well, I bet he's
How's
in a
he
better
gonna end
place
his turn?
now. Right?
Well-
He can't end his turn. We should try to get the Anki to charge into the sword blade.
Genius. Absolutely
Ah.
Wouldn't that be badass?
genius. Yeah. That thing's pretty strong.
Anyways, sorry, that sucks that Joel's gone. I shouldn't have probably said that.
He disappeared just now?
Who's
That's
Joel?
real?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh my god.
That's tough. And I encouraged it too.
Thonker, you're up.
I want to cut myself on that sword so bad.
Me too, bro. I'm wondering where he
On
went.
the other side.
It might be Narnia.
Sorry to minute.
Yeah, Thorn's back in Faerun.
Damn.
Shoot.
I'm eyeing that sword, but I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna sudden charge the Ankylosaurus here.
Okay.
Thorn's just at the most beautiful battle map I've ever seen.
Right.
Feasting.
Missing
He's like
out,
not
guys.
allowed to tell us.
I don't know if it worked, but
Man, I wonder where he went. That's so interesting.
and there's my attack.
That's a cool like axe
That
swing.
is going to hit.
You guys
because
ready for
he
this?
is off guard.
Nice.
Here we go.
Oh.
Okay.
Damage. And then for my final move, I will grapple him again.
Okay, let's get an
Nice.
at 20 again,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot!
Bummer.
You
Tough.
you run to try and grab onto him, and he looks at you, and he just headbutts you and sends you back butt first into the stream.
Right.
Twice
And
now.
as this is happening, suddenly you see Thorn kneel in front of the sword. He's still holding the hilt, and he
Hi, Thorn.
Thorn just emotionless says, "I saw him."
Who?
Ilvazar?
Ahoo.
Aurelian,
Again,
you're up.
Yeah, I
All
guess
right.
his dinosaur is still here. Shoot. No, just go away. We have a.
Oh. Oh,
Aurelian
man.
is going to move up to the Ankylosaurus. And he will once again strike it with his sword.
Snakebird.
Or Smakebird.
First
And clap.
Smegmer.
Snakebird.
And with that final attack,
Oh!
how would you like to do this, my Dragonborn friend?
Oh, so
He's got an essay.
you know what? Yeah. Well, so it just charged past me, right? I'm
You
going
get rid of
to
Dirt to Doom.
run up, and then I'm going to just do like a slide under it. And as I go under it, I'm just gonna like
Wow.
unzip it with my sword.
Just as you're like leaving the last bit underneath him, you're just finishing up the cut. His legs give out and make the ground shudder, and you can see rocks and dust falling from the roof of the cavern. The Ankylosaurus is dead.
Whoa.
Wow. Good job, Aurelian.
What I'm here
So, Thorn.
What'd
that
you
was
see,
a-
Thorn?
I saw the carnage. I saw his eyes, the hate, the death.
It's Raglabor?
Boy.
Ilvazar?
He is mute from. He says no more.
Man.
Ominous.
Oh, well, that's crazy.
I'm gonna go
Anywho,
for
any loot?
Is that
I'm
sword
gonna
any
go for a
looser?
tooth back here.
There is no immediate loot here. However, gentlemen, please add 115 experience
Wow.
for completing the Dungeon of Ayumuin.
Awesome. Thank you.
I was looking at your XP. I'm like, geez, like I'm doing this right. Like I'm not just like awarding XP for nothing, but you guys are just motoring through levels.
I know. It's like a little
684?
That's what I got.
Yeah. I'm at 700 for some reason.
I mean, that is the nice thing. It's like if you guys want to just like grind some monsters, you can level up pretty quick. If like we're just gonna
I
go
suppose
and
you're right.
kill the
Wait.
boars.
What
Yeah.
about the little fluffy guys?
Oh my goodness. We would get so much from them.
A full village of those?
Full village
Yeah.
of Wooglins.
Oh, that's quite a few of them.
Younglings.
A full friggin' village
I'm
of
just
younglings.
I killed them. Killed them all.
Not just
The
the men.
women. And the children.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast smoke spell.
Whoa.
No.
TOS,
Okay.
TOS.
Nobody knows what that even means.
So I want to try to. I want to try to grab something off this dinosaur to prove to the village that we killed it.
I mean, we did
Oh,
kill
smart.
it right outside the village. They probably saw.
They could take a peek.
Did it like a tooth or something?
They probably
What a
saw how
head.
awesome I was
His
when
whole
I.
head.
I'm
Yeah.
going to need a DC 25 fortitude check in order to chop off its head.
That would
It's
be
very,
badass.
very armored.
How's a 26?
Holy smokes.
Oh.
Nice. Like
Kevin,
Goliath.
The
dude.
first hit just clang bounces off, and you get your wishblade another grip. and again, cling! And finally, with the third strike, you make contact right in between the scales, and you hack until finally the head is decapitated and dismembered.
Good job.
Head.
I love how when I call those rolls and you guys make them, it's always the coolest.
Oh yeah. DC
I know, that is
25.
sick.
Here's a 26, bitch.
I feel like we should be more concerned with Thorn's vision.
Yeah, that was like a
That he saw
Lord
there.
moment.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
I
I'm
feel
a
at
little
this
shook.
point, like he does stupid shit like that enough to where we're like, all right, let's see
glad we
where
got him
this
back.
goes.
Trunks roll athletics for a dino
another
tooth.
party member disappeared for
That
a
is
while
successful.
and then came back. Speaking of like visions that they had seen,
Yeah, and I'm gonna get a tooth actually.
The Pirate
mean-
Pals, we've been prophesied.
What else do we do? Like he's mute. He won't tell us what he saw or who he saw.
Right. It's like I don't want to cut myself
Ilvazor
on
is
it.
calling us.
I'd like to.
I'll cut
Ilvazor is
myself
calling
on
us.
it.
Do you say
Okay.
Ilvazor is calling us?
Yeah. That's a little creepy. I would rather
That's quite creepy.
he knows what we're doing, bro.
I'd like to wave my hand in front of Thorn's face and kind of like snap.
As you do that, he sort of seems to snap out of his trance, and he's back to his regular self.
Well, we're glad we didn't lose you, Thorn.
What do you mean?
what happened, man? Where did you go?
I don't know. It's all foggy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you're in a better place now with the guys.
Also, can we stop with like blood sacrifice on random
It's his trademark.
like
Come
shrines
on.
and stuff?
I
character.
can't
There's
help
no
myself.
thing,
I'm searching
guys.
for power. I need
when-
it.
hey, we got good intel.
Yeah,
Joel,
Yeah, I
please
didn't
add
die.
Hey, Joel, add a hero point to your page, please.
yeah. I say keep that up.
I like how Joel's character is kind of the one who sometimes does dark stuff, and then he's also the one who sits in a dark room and on camera. It fits really
It's
well.
very ominous. Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like, wow, we're all in like brightly lit places.
Oh God.
That's kind of cool.
Foreshadowing, maybe.
Right.
Do we need
On
a
brand.
second opinion on the sword? Because
Maybe-
I'm willing.
I don't think so.
Maybe
Okay.
the guys can explain it to us a little bit.
I think you got to try it.
Spirit
I
is
don't
willing.
think you do it all.
The flesh is weak and spongy.
Hey, wait, we've an Eclipsar stone waiting for us, guys.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, we
It's
should
way
probably
more
go and
important.
secure
Let's
that.
after
Yeah,
Let's go secure that bag.
Yeah.
the sword is pretty cool, but we can deal with that later.
Right. I can't even use a sword. Why am I so fascinated by it?
Cool sword.
As you all squeeze through the small hole, this time a little bit more difficult with the head of an Ankylosaurus in tow, all of the Wooglins start to pour out from their tree huts, all cheering in unison, and they're dancing, all waving their hands up, and they begin to play, they begin to bring drums out.
Are they all
Wow.
gathered in one spot?
They're slowly starting to gather around you guys. And
I like how you draw the course.
Bainesbach, as Kevin brings the head and
So Kevin wants to walk out, dragging this head behind him, and just launch it right at the feet of Bainesbach, and just take some of the blood that was like residual on my hand, and just wipe it across my face as like a tribal
Badass.
and just put both of my hands in the air and just go, day of many habits.
they all just erupt, yeah, cheering. And Bareem is still holding the paper. He looks up at the head and looks down and says, "My friend, day of many happies." And he puts the paper on the head, and Bainesbach looks and kneels, offering his staff. to Kevin.
And Kevin will take the staff and bow in return.
They all cheer and the drums beat louder and louder, and they begin to push you all towards the same route, towards Pukulum Tavern.
Oh, I thought you meant to the
not
altar.
the altar.
Now it's your day of many happies, boys.
Right. No, hey, that's cool. We're going to the tavern.
They're all surrounding you as you move from the entrance past the chieftain's hut through the little mid-aisle and passing over these wooden bridges, slowly making your way up the trees until you reach over to Pukulum Tavern, and the celebrations begin. The little Wooglins are elated with joy, and they're celebrating you and rushing around you, and they run up to what you can only tell is a barkeeper, only by context clues. If you were to see this picture out of context and not understanding their tribal ways, you would have no idea what's going on. But Bainsbach walks up to Toomtor and he says, and Toomtor gives a deep nod, and he pulls out from underneath the counter a sack, and he lifts the sack upside down, and out fall massive beetles the size of a frisbee each. They start to crawl onto the table, but before they can get too far, Toomtor pulls out a wooden mallet, bam, and begins to pummel these beetles into juice. And he takes a piece of rock and slowly scrapes this viscous gelatin substance into a cup and hands it to Bainsbach, who hands it to Bareem, who hands it to Kevin. And this pattern continues until all of the Pyre Pals have a cup of viscous, thick bug juice.
That's cool, though. I'll drink deeply of the juice.
I'd like to smell it first. I'm gonna waft it around my nose.
Surprisingly, it smells like caramel.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm gonna raise my glass and I'm gonna say, to Smigbert, the cutest little furry guy.
Bareem listens, and as soon as he hears Smigbert, he relays this in his tribal language to his friends, and they all drink more chew on this viscous bug liquid.
Yeah.
To the furry.
Smigbert the furry.
It's kind of tough that they sacrificed him to a being that is now dead.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me on Nexus Pathfinder Session 18. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
I did.
Oh,
it was an
yeah.
awesome time.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you.
fantastic.
Man.
May I just point out we just got our third stone,
Yeah, we got to get that.
which is absolutely huge.
That is huge.
How many are there in
Like-
total? Are there 7?
There's 6.
18,
Wow, we have half.
18 sessions? How many have we had in Sherathian?
You've had 5 in Faerun. 5 sessions in Faerun.
So it's 13
Yes,
sessions.
13 sessions.
Remember
And
Bong?
This is our third stone. Bong,
Remember him?
yeah.
Oh, God.
This Bong.
He really made a deep imprint on my memory. I wish we didn't lose him so soon. This
Yeah.
has been an awesome journey.
Kevin.
Hey, guys.
Before
So-
we continue our chat
His
here, I'm just
girls-
going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching, everyone from the Game Master Eric and the raid. That was super, super appreciated. Thank you for the new follows, and we will see you next time.
Had such fun.